Yeah, we about to go live.
That's all right. Long as you ain't slow down.
Act like you got them skate. 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 Go live, I'm finna go live. 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 Go live, I'm finna go live.
Oh, yeah, baby. We back. Another Canes Talk Live. This is episode 101. Well, we've been rocking and rolling. Let me know everything looks good, sounds good. We're going to make this thing happen, man. Beautiful Sunday night before the Super Bowl. We're going to get this thing rocking and rolling. Appreciate everybody that popped in. Where you been, man? Where have you been, dog? I said, what they do, Coach? Go Canes. Yes, sir. Lenoris Murray. Appreciate you, man. Shad in the building. What's up with you, bro? King David. What's good, Coach Hayes? What's up with you, man? Normal guy in the building. Normal guy, I got a question. Are you going to start the 2024 WREs after the Super Bowl? Yes. We are definitely going to get back to the WREs for the 2024. I've been trying to do so much, man. I'm so busy with a lot of things. I really want to clean up the class of 23 with a couple of young men that I really wanted to cover, and I would probably try to get those in before. But, yes, definitely we will start those quick and soon. King Davis is Coach Hayes and the team. Yes, welcome to the team. If you have not already subscribed and joined the team, then guess what? You need to go ahead and hit that button. I'm trying to tell you, I'm giving them out free. So let's make it happen. I need that thumbs up. Let me know everything looks good, sounds good, and everything's rocking and rolling. The producers in the building says, hi, everybody. Y'all give a shout out to Ellen, the hard-working producer, and make it happen. All right, here we go. Yo, Coach Hayes, hashtag go blood. I guess it's supposed to say go blue, but, you know, that Michigan education, we'll leave it there. You need to come get a real UM education. That is University of Miami, not University of Michigan. I'm just playing with you. It's all good. I totally understand. What Ms. Wilcox said, I know she'll be in the building. We definitely going to hear from her tonight. Let me go. Okay, everything looks good, sounds good. We're going to make it happen. All right. We're going to open up the phone lines here in a little bit, but I do want to talk about this as you guys had a chance to see. Oh, Hall of Canes said that polo is fire. Appreciate it, man. Costs a lot of money. Canes will be taxing, boy. Cut this light on. Stop playing. Canes will be taxing. So, yeah, I appreciate it. I made it happen. But anyway, Miami's in the hunt for an offensive coordinator. We know that they got rid of, they relieved him of his duties, Coach Josh Gaddis. And we don't know if he has another job or not. I have not heard anything. Please let us know. We'll definitely make it happen. Also, we're in the hunt for an offensive coordinator. There have been many names that's been circling around this thing. I feel that we are in the same boat as we were before coming into the season. It is February. I understand people want to say what they want to say, and I understand that. Please call in and give me your opinion about that. Do you think we're early? Do you think we're late? What do you think is really happening when it comes to the Miami Hurricanes looking for a coordinator? Are we kind of late to the party? Did we miss out on some big name guys? These are the things I want to find out from the chat tonight as we talk about these coordinators. And when you call in, I want to also ask for you to tell me, why is this person a good fit? What research have you done? What did you go look at this stuff? Everything else. So I want to do that. We've also had a change in phone number. So we're working on something a little bit different. We're pushing this thing, but like I said, everything that you do for this channel, we invest it and try to make your experience better. And that's what we've done so far. So of course, there are names out there like Jason Candle, of course, the head coach for Toledo, who's supposed to be in the running. We have Nussmeier. I've been listening to some of these the Canes Unfiltered chats. They've been going in on him. I don't know what it is. You know, Mario Cristobal is very tight-lipped when it comes to things that happen inside of his program, and he keeps things really quiet. But they did say they were coming up on a coordinator here soon, and everybody is really waiting by their telephone, by their computer, and constantly refreshing, trying to find out what the latest news is. I think Gabby, if I'm not mistaken, Eureka, if I said his name correctly, if I didn't, I apologize, dropped a bomb out there about somebody. So I want to hear about that. Now, before we get started, I do want to say this. I want to give a big shout out here to our sponsor for the day, Mr. Alex Tabio from Pioneer Mortgage Funding anything you have to do with your home financing, please give him a call. His number is 305-205-1697. Anything to deal with that, holler at him. If you're a VA loan, first-time home buyer, whatever the case may be, give him a call. It's free. Huge Hurricane fan. Tell him Coach Hayes sent you. He'll definitely check it out. And also for my entrepreneurs out there looking to buy homes. And again, I know everything's not perfect. The rates are not all that, this, that, and the third. But at least you can get your paperwork in order so when the thing does happen or you find a good deal, you can jump on it. All right. Again, 305-205-1697. All his information is in the description. Now, I want to say this. We're trying this first phone line out for the first time. So we're going to make it happen. The number has changed. When you come on, it's going to automatically mute you. Everybody that dials in will be in the chat. I will take the calls accordingly. It's not like it was before where you call, you had to hang up, keep calling back, keep calling back, keep calling back. No, you're going to call. You're going to be on hold. You're going to hear my voice in the conversation of everything that's going on, but just hold tight. I will release the last 4 digits of your phone number to let them know, to let you all know that I'm coming to you. So, for example, hey, coming to 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. And then that way you go ahead and get ready to respond. So we're going to check this thing out. Let's put the phone number up here. 862-799-9956. 862-799-9956. Put that phone number in. It will automatically mute you when you come in, and I will open up that line for you and make that happen. Nah, y'all playing. Coach still accepted the Alabama DC job. Still going to Alabama. Breaking news. I hope God is breaking news, man. Hold up, man. What is going on here? What is going on here? What is the breaking news? Breaking news. We might have changed the channel. Kevin still say, I'm out, fellas. If that's the case, that boy say, hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Oh, my goodness. Oh, boy. So hopefully Charlie Strong will get pushed into the to the DC room. What is going on here, man? Phone call, please give us a call. 862-799-9956. Wow. I got to take a sip of this cane juice for that one. It's biting. Whew. That thing is biting right now. I got a call on the line already. 5769. Caller, talk to us. What's going on? Talk to us.
Yeah, I mean, I just saw that Kevin Steele news. That's crazy because, you know, I just remember, I think like 2 years ago when Auburn fired Gus Malzahn, it was a whole sort of like a coup that Kevin Steele set up. He was trying to become the head coach, like using his connection with the booster. Then, you know, so it was sort of a fall from grace. You know, he ended up being a defensive coordinator at Miami. Then
Right.
For him to basically get he didn't have a good season last year defensively as a coach. So I mean, this was kind of he kind of fell upwards in a way to land this job. Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Were there any rumblings about this?
What about him taking the Alabama job?
Yeah, I hadn't heard anything. Maybe I'm late to the party.
Yeah, I actually saw like a few days ago that they said he spoke to Nick Saban, but I thought that was just the normal. I didn't think he would be the number one option in my opinion, honestly.
Holy smokes, man. I appreciate it. I'm starting to see the phone lines jump in. So here's what I'm going to do, man. We got the timer. All right. We got to make this thing happen. Coach trying to fix it up. Y'all been complaining about the phone line. Hopefully I'm fixing the phone lines. We're going to make it happen, but we got to keep it rocking and rolling. Man, what's your name again?
Victor.
Victor, man. Well, Victor, I appreciate it. Wow, breaking news here on the channel. Kevin Steele apparently has taken the DC job at Alabama. They found their coach for the OC job. So I guess they're finished. I guess they're done. Now we're looking for two guys. Again, like I said before, Victor, in order for Coach Cristobal to be successful at the University of Miami, he has to strike gold on coordinators. And I said part of his problem is going to be losing guys, right? You're going to lose guys either to them not doing well, or you're going to lose guys to them doing extremely well. So you're always going to be in that revolving door in that essence, man. So I appreciate you calling in, man. Thank you so much.
All right, thanks.
Thanks, buddy. All right, real quick, something else I forgot to get as I get into the next callers. I see I got a 9856 on and a 5570. We're going to put the 2-minute timer up. When you hear this, that means it's time to land the plane. That means your time is running out. If you go too far, you're going to hear this. That means your plane has crashed and we're moving on to the next caller. We got to keep this thing rocking and rolling. We some hot boys on the street. So if you hear this, that means buckle up your seatbelt, time to land your plane, whatever you're discussing. All right. And if you hear this, your plane has crashed, and guess what? That means you're out of there. So 9856, it is your turn. Let's go. Timer is on. Talk to us. Caller 9856. Well, guess what? Let's get the next one on the line. 5570. Caller, talk to us. Caller 5570. Talk to us. I'm waiting on you. Talk to us, baby. You got 2 minutes. Get it in.
Hey, I'm glad that situation, man, because guess what? He was gonna get fired next year, man. You're giving up record numbers on defense, baby. You did us a favor. We saved with some money. We hired from within Charlie Strong, or we gonna get the guy from Wisconsin, baby. It was a blessing today. For all the Canes fans, it was a blessing today. We stopped our time. We stopped us. We got there early instead of waiting a year later. So we're a year ahead of this process now.
All right. So does Charlie Strong take the job? Does Charlie Strong step up and take the job, or do we go on the hunt for another person?
I think right now you got to give Charlie Strong the opportunity. If not, I like the guy from Wisconsin, man. You know, Wisconsin always had a good, solid defense. I think last year, man, our defense wasn't. It really wasn't. Some games we looked pretty solid. But overall, man, come on, Middle Tennessee State, man, they put up about what, now 800 yards? You know?
Yeah,
so
you're right.
I feel like it was truthfully, the offense was so bad, like you said, we concentrated on Gaddis the whole year, but the defense was just as worse as Gaddis' offense. So now we got a blessing today. So we're gonna go ahead and he may bring DVD down and let him get on the field as well, you know, whatever, and go ahead and promote from within. And another thing, our offensive coordinator, look at him, what's his name, Mario? Man, look at him, man. Look at him. The dude from Toledo, everybody, okay, he's solid, whatever, man. Look at him, man. You got to go ahead and get Dan Mullins, man. You already know once you got Dan Mullins, your offense getting 35, 38, 40 points a game. You ain't got to worry about nothing else, man. You automatically know the offense side of the ball is taken care of. You get Dan Mullins. You ain't got to second guess nothing. I won't give a damn. He don't recruit nobody. Guess what? That's what you love doing, Mario. Go ahead and get the talent. Bring it to him on a silver platter, and from there, Dan Mullins take over from there. What you worried? You got all these recruiters. Top flight recruiters on your staff. What are you worried about Dan Mullins for? He's going to get you 45 points a game.
I love it, man. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much, man, calling in on the breaking news. I got to let you ride, man. We're going to get on to the next caller. Thanks, man.
Thank y'all, man. We got a blessing today, baby. We got a blessing today.
Y'all tough on the old man. I appreciate it, man. We coming to 201 out of Birmingham. I'm sorry, 7021 out of Birmingham. Appreciate it.
All right, man.
Yes, sir. All right, Birmingham, talk to us. 7021. You got 2 minutes, baby. Let's get this thing rocking and rolling.
Yes, sir. I just want to call in, and I wanted to say, I think Jason Candle probably be the safest option there, for you guys. I think it would be easy transition for him. I think the ultimate goal is to find a head coaching job at the Power 5. I'm pretty sure, and I just think making that transition over to Miami, it'll be a good fit for both the schools. And as an Alabama fan, I also want to say I am excited to bring Steele back into the program, a guy that has SEC experience, a guy that was on those Auburn and Alabama defensive coaching staff in the past when those teams were both rolling. But yeah, I do think Jason Candle, he's the best fit. I think the one name out there that every team that's looking for offense coordinator should go after is Cliff Kingsbury. I know he has the money, but I've been hearing stuff that he can't just take the money and run. So he's going to have to look for a job somewhere. And I think an offense coordinator job at the college level is just a great fit for him.
No, I can agree with that. You know, Jason Candle is apparently the front runner right now. I don't know what to do with Cliff Kingsbury. We've been hearing about Scott Frost. We've been hearing about a lot of these guys out here. But I have to say, this right here, this DC stuff is different because it may seem simple to go ahead and bring in Charlie Strong, but then do you leave that open spot for DVD to come in? And now you have two guys in the backfield. You got Jamil Adai, if I'm saying his name correctly, as well as DVD, corners and a safety coach now. Who knows, man? It'll be super interesting, man. Last thoughts.
Yes, sir. And I just want to say, do you think this leaves an opening for Ed Reed to come back and be on that staff? I know he loves University of Miami.
Boy, you talking taboo right now, man. You might be right. Hey, you might be cursing. I don't think they're gonna touch Ed Reed right this moment. I think he's too. I don't believe that personally, but from an optic standpoint, it might be just a little bit too volatile. Like, you know what I mean? He might be too hot.
Yes, sir. And last point, I want to say, God bless you and Roll Tide.
Man, what I be telling y'all coming on this channel talking about Roll Tide? Get out of here with that foolishness, man. I appreciate you, dog. Thanks a lot, man.
No problem.
Yes, sir. All right, we coming to 3808. Call or talk to us. You got Lamoto 3808. You got to give Coach a second. We trying to make it happen. All right, we got 3808 on the line. You got yourself 2 minutes. Talk to us. What's your thoughts on either the breaking news or the offensive coordinator situation?
What's up, Coach A?
What's going on?
I want to talk from a cohesion perspective. Okay, on the offensive side of the ball, we all know Ponce and Gaddis had issues, right? And then on the defensive side of the ball, what I've heard about Kevin Steele and Adai having issues. Can we get some coaches in here that can get along and that can work together? I don't care who we get, but can we have some type of cohesion? Are these other coaches in on these meetings with these interviews and stuff like that? Like, they need to do more background. They need to dot all their I's and cross all their T's. That's all I have to say. Because look, we saw it on the field. We saw the disarray that the offense was in. We saw what the disarray with the defense was in. Could you speak on that for me, Coach Hayes? I'm gone. Go you.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate it, man. Thanks a lot. I do appreciate what he said. And again, I said this before, coaching staffs, there's a lot of ego in this game. One thing I did bring up a long time ago, if you guys follow me, and I'm not a gotcha person, but I did say, with all of this talent, coaching talent on this staff, as my man Warren calls them, the SEAL Team 6 of coaching, do they know how to coach together? They are all great within their own right. I mean, think about it. A national championship winning defensive back coach in Adai. You got a long-time coach in Kevin Steele, a national championship defensive coordinator in Charlie Strong. You got Joe. You got Jason Taylor, gold jacket wearing Jason Taylor. Coach Wright, who's been coaching but doesn't not necessarily have all the accolades they have. Then you flip to the offensive side of this deal, right? You bring in a Broyles Award winner, as my man Chris Kane say. Oh, I don't have to land my own plane. I'm good. I'm on autopilot. So as Chris Kane's always call it, I hear Broyles Award winner too. He could broil hot dogs, chicken breasts, and steaks. So does that mean anything? But then you bring in an offensive coordinator like Frank Ponce, who went from App State. You bring him on. Will Josh Gaddis listen to him? Apparently not. He decides to leave and go back to App State. You have an offensive line coach in Mirabal who was Cristobal's right-hand man. He's not going anywhere, regardless of the situation. So I totally understand that. And then Kevin Smith, who comes from – it's so many guys who are good within their own right, but can they make Voltron? Can they come together and be this mega star? And that's hard to do sometimes, man. And that is really hard to do. So hopefully that answers his question. Caller, we're going to 0052 coming up here next. You got 2 minutes. Talk to us. Give us your name, where you're calling from.
Hey, Royal, man. Coach Hayes, it's an honor to talk to you, man. I've been trying to talk to you for the longest, bro, but
I appreciate that.
Tonight. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. Me personally, bro, I'm an Ed Reed man. I'm trying to figure out why they won't put Ed Reed on this staff. So I'm good with Charlie Strong. Don't get me wrong. But me, Mario, and you said it a minute ago about ego. Put that ego aside, man. I want somebody in Miami that got the same passion that Mario got. Who is that? Ed Reed. You give Ed Reed the coordinator position. I don't care about the experience, because I guarantee you he's going to do the same thing or better than what Coach Steele just did, and he got a pass from everybody. But Ed Reed, okay, if you want to know about Ed Reed, go ask Bill Belichick and Tom Brady. There's a tape where they talk about Ed Reed. Ed Reed is a football savant. And a lot of everybody been saying for all these, oh, well, he's around, but I don't know if Ed Reed want to coach football. We just saw the passion that dude had 2 weeks ago at a HBCU school that he didn't even go to. No disrespect to the HBCUs. But Ed Reed do want to coach football. I want Ed Reed as defensive coordinator. And if I'm mistaken, you tell me if I'm wrong, Coach. Them 2 Williams kids we just got in the last 2 recruiting classes, Avante and
James.
The other kid, Zero.
James. Mm-hmm.
When Ed Reed responsible for those kids? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Like I said, I'm cool with Charlie Strong. I hope he don't let him go. But, hey, man, I want Ed Reed on the staff running that defense, a guy that got that Kane passion to get Miami back to playing Miami deep. Stop playing around, Mario. Hire a guy just like you on the defensive side of the ball, man, and put that ego aside. Because it looked like they don't want former Kane greats. They want them around to shake hands and all this for camps. But they don't want them around coaching. What's up with that?
All right, well, I'll answer this, man. I'm glad you landed that plane. We got to work on that. But listen, you did a great job. But to your point, but to your point, I have to say this. I don't know, bro. I would not mind Ed Reed being a position coach. I really would not. Here's what I'll say, and I don't know this to be factual, but when you deal with a room full of alpha males, again, we're talking about chemistry. I've heard, this is just what I heard. I've heard that Ed Reed had some issues with other coaches. I don't know that to be true. We're just talking about the rumor mill spinning. So I don't know. I don't know because I'm not in it. I don't know Ed Reed outside of playing. I have to be very honest with you. Yeah, I know he was with the Bills. I know he was with the Ravens. But I don't know his coaching acumen. I'm not saying he's not a good coach or a bad coach. I don't know. And I hate to say this. I'm just being honest. I truly love and understand his passion. But what happened is going to keep a lot of people from touching him right now. He's too hot.
And I get everything you're saying, but the problem is if Miami was doing what they're supposed to do, he shouldn't have never left the building.
Now I could potentially agree with that, but he did. The milk is on the floor. They got to clean it up. But brother, I appreciate it. I got another call in here, 2294, so I got to get them on.
Okay, bro. I will be calling you again because I gotta talk to you some more. But hey, man, it was a pleasure.
No, man, I really appreciate you saying that, man. Thank you. It means a lot, man. We're trying to make this thing grow.
Oh, no doubt.
All right.
Absolutely. Okay.
Yes, sir. All right, man. That was pretty cool. Let me see here if I get that. Here we go. Uh-oh, I'm clicking buttons. I'm still learning, y'all. Y'all got to work with me. All right, we're going to 2294 right now. Caller, talk to us. Give us your name, where you're calling from. You got 2 minutes to land the plane.
All right, Coach. All I need is 2 minutes. I'm going to land the plane, Coach.
Do it.
First of all, Coach, man, I appreciate you for everything you do for the Miami football community because I'm choking up, Coach, because I'm just so tired of seeing this football team be trash. And, first of all, Coach, my name is Marvin Brown.
Okay.
But I would like to see us hire Coach Billy Baker to come in and be the DC. Ed Reed is too far on the social media. You know, I just don't know how he'll do, with the football team. It's too risky, Coach. You know, he'll been and got on live and called somebody out. So I like to see Coach Billy Baker come in and be the DC for the football team. Coach, just tell me your thoughts on that, Coach.
I don't know. You got to tell me, Billy Baker. I'm trying to pull this stuff up right now. Let me see here. Billy Baker, where's he coming from? You got to educate me, coach me.
He comes from California. He's a state champion in high school. One time he coached Spencer James, and his son is QB. So I think we get him. I think we'll be good, for the DC.
Okay, hold up, Billy Baker. This ain't the dude from All American, is
Coach, we got to get somebody, Coach.
Hold up, bro. Hold up, man. Hold your chin out, man. Hold up, man. Man, get out of here, man. You know what? I'm like, Billy Baker, that name, I don't know who he is. It sounds familiar, but I'm like, who is that? This man talking about the dude, bro. You talking about the dude from all of them, and you got me over here scratching my head. I done wrote the note down. I'm like, who is Billy Baker?
Coach, I see you on the screen. You were looking lost. I said, "Oh boy, I hope my joke don't go to waste. I hope my joke don't go to waste, Coach."
Well, get what you just did. You crashed your own plane. Get out of here with that foolishness,
Coach, I'm
man.
going to get off of here, Coach. I don't want to waste no more time, Coach. I love what you're doing, Coach. Appreciate it, Coach.
I needed that, man. I had to take a sip of cane juice for that one, man. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, man. Appreciate it. That's cool.
Yes, sir.
All right. Muhammad 499, appreciate it. Says Coach OC Leonard Hank and DC Brian Flores. All right. Go Canes. Honestly, Coach, I can care less. I just want these boys to play fast, physical, and violent. Appreciate the 499. Thank you so much. Like I say, there's a lot of things that's coming on as happening out here, man. So we appreciate that right there. Muhammad just super chatted 499, man. Makes the channel work, and I really appreciate it. Also, we got another $5 in the building. Maximus Mac, $5. You can't create awkwardness when you can't create awkwardness when you disgrace a legend due to his coaching not adding up. And now you have to fire him. Hashtag love Ed Reed. I don't know how to answer that. I don't know how to respond to that. Maximus Mac, you can't create awkwardness when you disgrace a legend. All right. All right. No, I appreciate that, Maximus. I guess you're right. You can't, he is a legend. But there's still certain things people got to do. You understand what I'm saying? But anyway, this dude say Billy Baker, man. I had to slap the man's face around here. That's hilarious. Anyway, we got another caller calling in right now. Before I do that, let me go and get this love out. Shad for the 199. I want Coach Boone as OC and Yost as DC. Your plane crashed before it took off, Shad. If you talking about Herman Boone, is that who you talking about? Y'all cats too funny, man. I appreciate y'all. Bergie, what's going on with you, man? I ain't seen you in a minute. I need you to call in. Coach, he's saying if Ed fails, if you fire him, it would would cause issues due to his celebrity. Okay, I get it now, Berg. That makes sense. Call in, Berg. I ain't talked to you in a while. I might be missing. I know you be working and stuff, but I'll be missing. Call or talk to us. 2111 number. You got 2 minutes. Talk to us.
Hey, Coach. How you doing?
How are you?
I'm fine. This is Mrs. Diva 1. I know the other day you kind of got me confused with the other lady that called in that was Diva. I guess she was a paralegal or somebody from Atlanta talking about the Bethune-Cookman situation.
Yes.
I'm Mrs. Diva 1.
All right. Well, Mrs. Diva 1, I appreciate you calling in. I'm going to start your time over because you had to explain yourself to me. So go for it.
Yeah, because you kept calling. You're like, Miss Diva. You was like, Miss Diva 1. And she was like, no, she's. And I kept putting a little message in the chat. No, there's me down here. But I guess just I said I was going to wait till everything kind of died down because I've been watching you for a minute and a couple of other ones. And not trying to revert everything back to Ed Reed. But I guess you can say it all kind of ties in together. My thing is, and before anybody speaks, I have 2 kids at a HBCU. I call my baby school the red-headed stepchild of the SWAC, UAPB, because everybody tends to forget about us. But I attend the PWI.
Okay.
My thing is, what coming from a coach's perspective? Now, coaches act a fool. Like I said, I worked at a PWI for almost 20 years. I attended PWI. Went to school at PWI. And I have seen coaches literally went so far to damn near pulling out a gun, shooting one of the players. Coming from a coach perspective, what Ed Reed did, was it really that bad? Because I still can't get past the cut. Everybody's so offended with the cussing and the cussing. You offended with the cussing and you calling cussing him out, but you're offended with the cussing. I mean, make it make sense to me, but hey. But a coach's point of view, was it really that bad? And do you think that everybody's going to have a hands-off approach when it comes to him, whether he coaches in the SWAC or PWI or even try his hand back in the NFL? And I'm still just lost on this because everybody just lost with this cussing thing, and he cusses authority. Hell, I didn't cuss my damn boss a time or two. But I mean, that's just me. And I work for a school district. So that's what I wanted to ask. And I know my time, I got 21 seconds. I appreciate it. And thank you so much.
No, thank you. I really appreciate you calling in, Mrs. Diva 1. I'm going to get that straight, first of all. I have to say this. Yes, from a coach's perspective, no, it wasn't bad, right? In a sense, it was bad because it was on tape. If Ed Reed would have went in that office and cussed that man out, mano a mano, like man to man up in there, I say hand to hand, but man to man in his office, he would have went to Reggie Theus' office and cussed him out. They would have had differences and whatever. Just like you said, I guarantee that coach would have got that far to where you work at, that pulled that gun out and did that on social media. And if he would have did that on social media, he would have been fired. Now, maybe because he did it and nobody saw it, that's why he still may have his job. I guarantee you, Miss Diva 1, if you cussed your boss out on social media, you probably wouldn't have had a job either. That's the problem.
Well, you know what?
But that's the problem.
I'm not going to tell no lie. I've done it. I basically did it. It was something pertaining to my child because she was in band. And I went on Facebook, and that day taught me, stay your ass offline. But I went on Facebook and cut a shine. And yeah, they pulled me in there. I had to record it and everything. I'm like, no, y'all ain't going to get me in the catch-22. I'm going to get you before you get me. But yeah, I almost lost my job too. But I mean, I can understand. Like I said, I'm not naive to the fact about him being online, acting a fool and everything.
Right.
I still believe it's something personal. I do. I really believe somebody made some backhanded guaranteed and promises because that man, his tyrant was just too passionate.
Sure.
He was like somebody, like that woman who was that thought she had won $1 million and she only won $2. That was the other day. Somebody's celebrity sister, but it's like that kind of passion came out of that man.
Yeah, sure.
And like I said, I was just not trying to, veer from the Ed Reed thing because I know y'all say y'all are looking for a coach.
We're looking for an OC and a DC now.
Would it be possible that would it be possible he slide back over there with y'all?
I don't know.
Because he's good at what he do. I mean, you can't take. I do not like Tom Brady. I can't stand his ass. I mean, I can't stand his tail. But I give him credit where credit due. The man is good. I can't stand him. So you can't take away his goodness, I guess, just use that word. Do you think that he will slide in somewhere, or is it just a done deal? Ain't nobody, just hands off the program.
Yeah, not right now. I don't think right now. I don't think this season he'll be anybody will touch it. Right, that's just my opinion right now. Next season, probably so. And of course, we know that just call a spade a spade. We don't get the same opportunities awarded to people who make mistakes immediately. But that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother conversation. But Miss Diva, when I got to run, we got people lined up in here.
Yeah.
Call it. But thank you so much. Thank you.
I appreciate it so much. You have a blessed evening.
You too. Happy Sunday to you. All right, real quick. Yes, man. CeeLo 79 499 says, "Where's Ray Lewis when you need him? Why isn't he coaching at the U?" CeeLo, I have to say this. I don't know he's coaching anywhere. So just because you're a great player doesn't mean you want to be a coach. I have to say that. Just because you were a player doesn't mean you want to be a coach. I don't think Ray Lewis has coached anywhere. I know at least Ed Reed went on to the Bills and so forth and did some things like that. But I don't know. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't know if Ray Lewis has ever coached anywhere. At least Dion was doing Pop Warner, Little League, high school. I don't know if Ray Lewis is doing any of that, but I appreciate the $4.99. Thank you. And Reggie for the $2, excuse me. Coach got too many divas on his hand. Player. Reggie, get out of here with that. We got another one, 9084 on the line. Caller, talk to us. You got 2 minutes to land the plane.
Coach Hayes, how you doing, man? Been a long time.
Bergie, how you been, man? Where have you been, my brother?
Work, man. Seriously, just a lot of work. Been really, really busy.
Well, that's a good thing, man. So talk to us about what we got going on here for the Canes, because right now the Canes.
Coach, if I'd have told you at the beginning of last season that at the end of the season, at the beginning of February, that we'd be sitting here with no OC, no DC, no wide receiver coach, no QB coach, what would you say?
And we 5-7.
And we 5-7.
I'll say somebody got overpaid.
It's amazing how everything went completely against anything that any of us ever thought would happen. I really never thought that this is where we would be right now. Now I'm not giving up by any means. And I'll be honest with you, I'm kind of happy for Kevin Steele that he ended up at Bama, because who saw that one coming? I didn't.
No, like I said, I hadn't even heard. And again, I'm so busy with so many other things. I hadn't even heard the rumblings of that. I've heard 1,000 people come to Miami as an OC, but I never heard anything about Kevin Steele potentially going to Alabama. And I got a good buddy that's a Bama. I'm going to call him an insider. He didn't even mention it to me, probably because I didn't ask. He didn't want me to put it out there, but Lord mercy, I didn't see that one.
And it's funny to me because like you hear, and as the season ended, you hear a lot of people from our fan base, oh, we got to get rid of Kevin Steele. Oh, the defense is terrible. Oh, this, that, and the other. And what happens? The greatest coach in college football decides he's my guy. So what does that tell us about what we know about football?
Wow. You know what? You just said a mouthful right there, Bergie. You just said arguably,
really
it's not even arguably, probably the greatest college coach right now in our lifetime decides to come get our DC.
And he's the same age as him.
Dang.
You can't make this up.
Listen, this is a soap opera. Listen, this is as the hurricane swirls. That's what this is, not as the world. Listen, wow. You just said a mouthful there, Berg. I didn't even think of it that way. Holy smokes, man.
Hey, let me ask you this. You being a former coach,
mm-hmm.
At this point, what is Mario, if he had, I don't know if Mario actually has contact with a lot of the players at this point. I don't know what the rules are as far as what he can say or do. What are you telling your team as far as what to look forward to come springtime? Because, at what point do these guys start getting acclimated to whatever it is they're going to be doing next season? What do you say as a coach for the time being?
That's the hard part, man. That's why, again, I always said he has to strike gold. So he is literally starting over, even though I know Charlie Strong is there. But Charlie Strong is not going to run his system. Charlie, when I say his, mean Kevin Steele's, he's going to run a Charlie Strong system. So even though some of these players have been there with Coach Strong is going to go in with what he knows. He's not going in. Now, he may take some of the principles that Kevin Steele and match it up and marry it with what he does just to make it a seamless transition. But this right here in February, it is February 5th. Everybody was pull out the calendar last year. Oh, Mario Cristobal hired Josh Gaddis on February 6th and blah, 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 blah. Now you lost this guy on February 5th, a day before, not even 365 days, 364 days. Oh my God, this is wild, boy. We better see if Mario can recruit some grown men.
Here's something else that. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying we got to see if Mario Cristobal. We know he can recruit players. Can he recruit coaches? That's the biggest thing. And I'm gonna say this real quick. Don't Bergie, we riding out because we have no more callers right now. So to other people calling in, it's me and the Bergie show. So we're gonna make it happen. But I do want to say this real quick before we move on. Shad for the 199, Andre Rison for OC. Where is he coaching? And Mike Rumph for DC. Like
no.
So I appreciate it. And hey, thank you for subscribing, Alex. Welcome to the team, man. Again, guys, maybe I'm wrong.
I heard real quick. Sorry. Let me cut you off real quick. Sorry, man. Here's something else that somebody was talking to me about earlier, and when the whole thing with Kevin Steele came up that he possibly could be going. What if he takes Charlie Strong with him?
Bergie.
I'm just saying. He has history with Saban, right?
What is he going to go and be the same job? The linebacker coach?
But at Alabama, keep in mind, he'd make a lot more money. And the prestige of playing at Alabama, at coaching at Alabama. I'm not saying he will do it. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, what if? Is that like a serious nightmare scenario or what?
Bro, I don't know. Because I have to tell you this. I don't know. I do not know. I have to be very honest with you. I'm hearing mixed rumblings about Coach Strong. I'm hearing just what I'm hearing. I'm hearing Coach Strong. I hear Coach Strong. How do I say this to be politically correct? I can't be politically correct. I heard he's over the hill. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing the dude ain't got it no more. I'm hearing the dude he just can't cut the mustard. This is what I'm hearing.
I don't buy that. I hear people say that stuff, oh, well, he's been a head coach for so long. Oh, you don't forget how to coach. He's always been a good coach at whatever he's done. Sure, he's had some missteps. Everybody has. But I don't believe he's a bad coach, and I certainly don't believe that if he was handed the DC job that it would be a bad hire. It's just that everybody wants to see a more sexy hire than that because that's just the obvious choice. But I wouldn't be uncomfortable with Charlie getting a job. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, what if he decides to up and go as well? That's the only thing that gets you. I mean, everybody's jumping ship right now. Well, if it comes down to Steele, like Mario basically told Frank Ponce, you're probably not going to be OC. So Frank's like, all right, well, I'm out. And he went back to go take the OC job at App State. If he kind of stresses too strong that you possibly might not be DC, if you're strong at that point, would you consider bouncing?
Oh, definitely. If I'm not going to be the DC, I'm gone. That's only fair.
Right.
If I'm not going to be the defensive coordinator, I'm gone. I would do the same. I would do the same. Because if I'm going to go out, listen, if my plane is going to crash like this, I'm going to crash with a ring on my finger. That's what I'm going to do. I'm crashing with a ring on my finger. Potentially. At least I know I might be in the playoffs. Somewhere, somehow, something like that. Wowzers. Bergie, you done messed up the whole night for me, man.
You said you wanted me to call in, so I called in. That's what you get for asking me to call in.
I thought you were going to call in to be a friend of mine. You didn't do that. Real quick, let me say this, man. We got 489 in the building. I'm just messing with you. We got 489 in the building. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. As you see, you saw my man Latimer pop up right here. Welcome to the team. So if you hit the subscribe button, you become part of the team. Understand me. It costs you nothing. How many teams can you join? How many fitness centers can you join? Where can you go to get your brain fertilized for free? Huh? Where can you go to get your gray matter Glock loaded, if you understand what I'm saying, for free? Hit the button. It costs you absolutely nothing. We definitely make it happen. Also, right here, big shout out. Thank you for subscribing, CC803. I appreciate it, man. And real quick, Shad14, cut it out. $1.99, appreciate it. Alex Mirabal for OC. I said what I said.
No.
Get out of here, man. Shad, you know I love you, and I know, I know you just rolling. But go ahead.
I keep hearing the thing with Jason Candle,
but
I don't know how true that is. I mean, the dude just took the AC job. I should say he re-upped for the head coaching job at Toledo, but apparently there's serious rumblings about it. So, I don't know. But hey, Coach, look, I know you said it was the last call and all that, but I'm a go. But I just want to say, look, I know I'm joking with you, this and that. Don't give up, man. Mario's in a good spot. I have a feeling he's just he really knows he needs to take his time and do this right, and he will. And it seems like it's bad now, but it will get better, man. I got faith. And you have yourself a good night, man. And I'm glad I called in and talked to you for a little bit. I'll catch you again, man.
Yeah, Berg, I appreciate you, man. Thank you as always. Don't be a stranger, even if it's 2 minutes, man.
All right, man. Take care.
All right, brother. Appreciate it. All right, man. Good call right there. Also, Louis Don 3571, and then Randy Shannon can come back home. I don't think Randy Shannon will ever come back to the University of Miami, especially the way he was handled. Whether people liked him or not, but you as a person, I don't think so. Melissa up here, Hoodie Girl, what's going on, man? Y'all clap it up for Hoodie Girl in the building, y'all. Hoodie Girl. If you guys don't know, follow Hoodie Girl. She's tied in with Coach Coop, and we all know Coach Coop had some death in the family with his brother. He took some time off, and so our prayers are up to he and his family. But you can definitely check her out on Twitter. So Hoodie Girl, put your stuff in the chat right there. We'll throw it on the screen. Let's go add some subscribers to her thing. But let me see. For 49, she said the new coordinators don't need to be sexy hires. They just need to be good. Listen, I totally agree with you on that one. They don't have to be sexy. They just have to be good, if you understand me. So I totally appreciate that, and you're 100% right. Also, real quick, I'm going to put this up here. Coach got a lot going on in the building right now. Boy, we got a lot going on. Here we go. Cash App in the building right there. Appreciate the $20. Has been missing live helping City from tornado at work. $20. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Appreciate that, Tate. Thank you so much. All right, let me get these callers. We got some more callers on the line in the building. Here we go. I feel a little flustered because I'm new with this phone system, trying to keep up. Coach ain't in my rhythm right now. I got to, you shooting basketball, you got to catch a rhythm, man. So here we go. We coming to 7476. See if I got him. 7476. You hot on the line. Caller, talk to us. Give us your name, where you calling from. You got 2 minutes.
In a little bit. Give me a second.
Talk to us, caller. 7476. That's you.
Yeah, what's going on?
What's going on? Waiting on you, baby. Talk to us.
My fault, Coach. My fault. I was doing something.
Nah, you good.
Listen, I'm from Gainesville, Florida. Charlie Strong, the man. Ain't no doubt about it. I just think he took some bad jobs. I think he should have never left Louisville. Going to Texas, you got to go run and take the money. But listen, man, when you talking about football coach acumen, you can't go wrong with Charlie Strong, man. You just can't. With y'all losing to DC, you just can't go wrong with Charlie Strong. Offensively wise, I'm trying to go get Cristobal. I'm trying to go get Kingsbury if I can. If I can't, it's other, candidates. I heard you say Ray Lewis ain't been coaching, but I know he wants to coach. I don't think that he doesn't want to coach. I just think he want to be a head coach right off the bat. I don't think he want to work for nobody. So I think that's what he's waiting on, the opportunity to be a head coach right off the bat. So that's why Dion kind of said you want to go to the HBCU level first. But if I'm Miami and I want to be good on defense this year, I go with Charlie Strong.
All right. Quick question. You got a minute left. What if you don't go with Charlie Strong? Who then? Just real quick off the top of your head, if you can guess.
It's hard, Coach. It's hard. Like you say, Ed Reed off limits right now, but that's where I would go. I know people feel like he's off limits right now, but if it's me, if I can't get Charlie to stay, or if Charlie don't want the job, I'm trying to go get Ed Reed.
So Charlie Strong or Ed Reed, those are your top two.
They're my top two because
All
I just think it's with any place. I tell people all the time, if you just really go back and you look at coaching acumen, it's about people. Kids respond. I'm a coach myself in high school. Kids respond to people who done been through the same thing they've been through. See, when Ed Reed stand up and talk and tell you about what it is to put on this orange and green, you feel that shit. When somebody else put it on, it might not say the same thing. Charlie Strong, same thing. He's been a defensive coordinator. He don't walk the mile in a lot of these kids' shoes, so them kids understand the feeling. That's what you got to understand with kids these days. You can't sell them that fake stuff. You got to give them that real stuff.
I totally understand, man. Hey, and we'll see. We definitely gonna find out because spring ball ain't that far away, y'all. Spring ball is, bro, is not that far away. Luckily, recruiting and I don't know, bro. This is like I said, this is breaking news. Literally, as soon as we started the show, I want to say maybe 5 or 10 minutes into the show, somebody said Charlie Strong, Kevin Stills leaving Alabama. I thought it was a joke. Then I saw another one. So, bro, I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Let me get to these next callers.
All right.
Thanks a lot, bro. All right, here we go. Real quick before we get started. We got two super chat. We got two donos in the building. Bruce Banner for the $50. I appreciate you, Bruce Banner. Thank you so much. AKA the Hulk in the building. All right. Also, we got my man D. My man D from Duval for the $20. Y'all make it happen, man. Y'all clap it up for them boys. $50 and $20. Come on, man. That's some big time. Appreciate that. That's big time right there, man. I appreciate you guys. As you see, we're trying to upgrade your viewing and listening experience. So I thank you so much. Go ahead and give us a call at 862-799-9956. Caller, we got you on the line, 3225 number. Talk to us. You got 2 minutes to land your plane.
Coach Hayes, what it do, Coach?
What's up, baby? This your captain speaking.
Coach, this Jaden Hollis, Coach Tallahassee, Florida State out.
All right.
Coach, I'm gonna be honest with you. As a Florida State fan, I'm happy to see the direction that y'all headed in. Even though I got a couple. We're talking about the coordinator struggles right now. It's the kid y'all got, his number 24, Cam Kitchens.
Yes,
I love him. I wish that we can get him a big old fatty night. Yeah, Dylan, get him down to Tallahassee. But Coach, me personally, and I know I might shock you with this one. But if y'all wanted a real office coordinator, I think y'all come and get the main guy down here in Tallahassee, Mark Novell. I think y'all buy him out. Y'all come and get him. Y'all fly him out. Basically just shower him with gifts and get him because he's an offensive mind, and I'm not happy with him up here. He can barely recruit. First year we beating a whole bunch of head coaches, and everybody was wanting to get him in a raise. This is the coach. Can I cuss on here, Coach? I know it's a family show, Coach.
It's a family show.
But Coach, I'm gonna keep it light, Coach. I just gotta get my mom. I'm tired of his ass, Coach. And excuse me, Coach. I'm tired. It don't make no sense. If Mario can just come and help us out, and we can replace him, we'll be way better off, Coach. And I promise, I think he'll take y'all to the moon, Coach. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised y'all come out and y'all beat us, Coach. I'm telling you, we struggling right now. We trying to cover it up with this 10-win season. It's just pathetic. It's truly pathetic, Coach. And I know everybody gonna be like, "Oh, Jaden, you calling me? You knows highlights?" Because my Twitter handle knows highlights. It's Jaden Album. If you want to follow me, Coach, I make a lot of content.
All right, follow. Well, follow me, and I'll follow you right back. Because I'll be honest, I won't remember the name right then. But follow me. I'll definitely follow you back. Sure enough.
But yeah, Coach, I make players even on Instagram. I'm those highlights on Instagram, Coach. I made some of the players highlights and I collab with them, and they struggle trying to put together good highlights, Coach. And I'm saying this out of Florida State, a hard down Florida State fan, Coach. It's pathetic what we got going up here in Tallahassee. And whoever y'all get, Coach, I think it might be a home run hire, Coach. Honestly. And honestly, I don't see Martin Novell staying for the next 2-3 years. As soon as he loses this shit, he's gonna be right up out of here with his sorry ass. I'm so tired of it.
Well, I highly disagree. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you. You got 10 seconds. Go ahead.
This is the Miami show, Coach. I'm sorry, Coach. I'm breaking my problems.
No.
On you, Coach.
No.
You. I'm so tired of ass coaches. Somebody help me, please, Coach. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna help you right now. Buckle up. You out of there, baby. I got you. I'm gonna holler at you, dog. Appreciate you, bro. Hey, hit me on Twitter for real. We can talk.
Okay.
Shut up. Hey, I helped him out. I took him out of his misery, man. All right, we got our next caller calling in. Let me make sure I didn't miss any donos. Oh, sure did. Hold up. Shad in the building. I'm coming to you, callers. Y'all coming up next. 9616, you next. Shad 199. Coach, I thought we were just purging players. We purging coaches too around this thing. In the words of Tamara D, you got to go. You know you got to go. Get your punk bud eye. Get your punk bud eye. Oh my God. That boy finished, man. Oh man, let me get this next one, next dono, and then we go to the line. The more $2. I know you on last show. Says, are you ready for that Bitcoin play? You have my number. Bro, if you can educate me, coach me, coach. Help me. I want to understand the Bitcoin. Coach got $6 hot for the Bitcoin. I got $6 hot for Bitcoin. Can we turn that into 600? That's all. If you could turn 6 to 600, then my brother, you could turn water into wine, and let's make it happen. So I appreciate it. All right. But I don't think Mike Norvell would definitely be coming to the University of Miami. We're not going to pay him that kind of money. Call or talk to us, 9616 on the line. You got 2 minutes. Tell us your thoughts. Give us your name where you calling from.
It's Mississippi Kane, man. I'm not going to take the whole 2 minutes, but Bleacher Report just reported that Kevin Steele had just taken the job at Bama.
Yeah, we heard that. We heard that he just took the job. So, excuse me, not only are we looking for OC, we're looking for a DC.
Well, we can bring DVD onto the field now and move Charlie Strong to DC.
That's fair. That's fair. You can do that. The question is, will he do that?
Well, that's if you keep DVD there, that's your best option.
Oh my God, bro. Like they need a reality show down there in Coral Gables, bro. They need a reality show.
Coach, I enjoy listening to your show every night.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate that, man. We're going to get on to these next callers, but thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. All right. I guess he out of there. Real quick before I get to my next caller, 0164. Let me do this dono right quick. Ham 305 for the 1999. Will you interview for any available positions at the U? I surely would. Coach Cristobal got my number, and I got his. He more than welcome. Hit me up, Coach. Matter of fact, I'm going to text him right now. Hey, Coach, you got a spot for your dog? I'm going to text him right now, for real. Let's see if I text him. Think he'll respond? Let's see if he'll respond. Call, I'm coming to you. Give me 1 second. All right, here we go. Let's see if he responds. Y'all think I'm not doing it. I promise you I am. I don't know if the camera gonna focus on it. Let's see. Coach, looking for a spot, Coach. Coach, this is Coach Hayes. I see you have some openings. I would like to see if we can set up a time to discuss a potential position. I don't know if y'all can see that, but I put it right there. That's the chat right there. I'm not going to throw his name out there, but you can see it's a little blurry. But anyway, I put it up there. We're going to definitely check it out. We got another call on the line. Call and talk to us. Give us your name, where you're calling from. Let's make this thing happen. You got 2 minutes to land the plane.
Coach Hayes, man, you got Rocky from Louisiana, man. #1 Dion hater. What's going on, baby?
You a Dion hater? Why you hate Dion, man? That's prime time, baby.
We done been over this, man. We had all that drama the last time I called in on the show.
It's all good. What's going on with you, man? I do. I remember. Talk to me. I remember.
That's okay, man. Look, shout out to Hoodie girl. Tell Hoodie if you're listening, man. Tell Coop we love him. We can't wait for him to get back. We all praying for him and we all here for him. That's why we came family. #1. Can't wait for the dude to get back, man. Shout out to Hoodie for checking in tonight. But offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, offensive coordinator. Word on the street, man. Jason Candle's close, and that's who Mario wanted last year from Toledo. I'd like to see him and James Coley, if possible, come back to the program. One of the two, or one or the other.
Okay.
I think James Coley would be a good high #2 choice. Great recruiter, knows South Florida, did well while he was here, can coach the receivers, etc. So one of those two would be great. On the defensive side of the ball, you promote Charlie Strong, and then you put DVD on the field. If you don't do that, 2 names for you: Jim Leonard and Charlie Partridge. Charlie Partridge, word is Mario loves Charlie Partridge. I think he's at Pitt right now as an assistant DC.
I think he's from West Palm Beach originally.
That's what I'd got. Sir?
Yeah, I think he's from West Palm Beach originally, so he's got big South Florida ties.
That would be my go-to. If I want to see Charlie Strong promoted. I think Charlie would do a great job down here. He's got all the experience in the world. Put DVD on the field. People want to talk about, oh, he missed on Coleman. Man, that's crap. DVD, I think, is an important cog, man. He's a Miami alum, up and comer, and I'd love to see him on the field in some capacity. So that's my 2 cents, Coach.
There it is, right on time, boy. You landed it because I didn't want to see you crash, Rocky. But I appreciate you, man. I have to be honest with you. There's nobody else calling in right now. We got 504 in the building. We got them Louisiana boys in the building. We got 504 people in the chat, man. So you got a little bit of extra time until somebody else call in. The floor is yours. To your point, I really feel that people telling me to shoot my shot. I was texting Coach Cristobal. Let's see what he says, man. Hey, it is what it is, right?
Hey, look.
Somebody say he gonna block you. They say laugh out loud. Mario gonna block you, Coach.
Look, you and Bluestein in the recruiting department. I'd be for that. Nothing wrong with that. Shoot, how many Miami ties you and Bluestein together, man? Y'all think y'all tear it up?
Hey,
Put y'all
man.
recruiting with Dennis Smith.
Hey, man, let's make it happen. All I'm gonna say is, at the end of the day, bro, if that cash right, Hayes there every night. Coach been smooth since days of under rules. That's all I'm telling you. That's all I'm telling you. If Coach want to make it happen, I'm all for it. But we got some other people calling in here, Rocky. Go ahead.
If Mario says the same, I'm all for it. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate the time. Dude.
I appreciate you, man. Thanks a lot, man. You guys go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe button. I'm passing them out for free up in this thing, man. So let's go ahead and get to the next caller in the building. Let me go on and get to the next caller here in the building. We definitely can make this thing happen. Let me see here. 8917. You hot up on the line. 8917. Talk to us, man.
Coach Hayes, what's going on?
What's going on?
Man, it's Jarrell, man. Had to check in.
Oh, man, I appreciate. Hey, listen, man, Jarrell, listen, man. Y'all give a clap out, man, for Canes in the building. I hate to use the word former Canes. That sounds like old school, but you always a Cane, right? Y'all clap it up for the Canes in the building, man. All right, here we go, Jarrell. Last time we talked, there was some rumblings and bumblings. Now that we're talking again, we done lost 2 people, dog. What's going on? Talk to us.
Man, it's crazy. I think last time I talked to you when we was talking, everybody, I said before I left, everybody want Gaddis gone. I don't think Steele is the person either.
Mm-hmm.
And here we go. Me personally, man, for defense, he got to promote Charlie.
Okay.
If he bring anybody else from the outside in, I think Coach Strong will leave after this, either next year or before the season starts.
Or right after the spring. Like I say, NFL is back.
Right.
NFL is back hiring. You know what I mean? That kind of stuff. The Super Bowl is next Sunday. You know, a guy like him is not hard to sway away now.
Exactly. If you're gonna keep him, you gotta promote him. And then as far as to bring DVD on the field, a lot of people say, I got a question for a lot of them people that say DVD missed out on court money.
That's foolishness. But go ahead.
Because hey, you know football, right?
Mm-hmm.
When have you seen an analyst be the lead recruiter?
Talk to him. Come on, Drill. Talk to him.
When have you seen an analyst or a recruiter guy be the lead recruiter for a player? And I'm going to leave it right there.
Jarrell, the fact that you said that and the fact that people don't understand, he ain't getting 6, 7, 8. He's not getting $1.8 million a year.
Right.
And he's going after the number one guy, built the relationship, did all of that stuff. And let's be honest, who did he lose it to? He lost it because, bro, he lost to the best DB to ever play the game. Like,
Correct.
he didn't lose to another analyst. Right? He didn't lose.
Right.
To your point, he's an analyst fighting a head coach that coached the position, that played it at the highest level, the gold jacket wearer. Come on, y'all. Cut them. I don't have to cut him some slack. Cut yourself some slack because y'all killing yourself.
Right. He won he built the relationship with him and everything, but that's not your coach. See, he can't coach you. Your coach is gonna be a dime.
Right.
So why isn't he the one building that relationship?
Come on. I appreciate it, dog. As always, you know that, man. I got these other callers. We got this little new phone system. I can see the line. I can see the calls lining up in here and everything, man.
Yes, sir. Go ahead and handle your business. I ain't gonna hold you up.
Nah, you good, man. I appreciate you, man. Thanks a lot.
No problem.
All right, man. All right, man. Y'all clap it up, man, for Hurricane in the building, man. Jarrell Marbury. All right, here we go. 3930, you in the building. Plane is taking off now. You got to land it. Talk to us.
Hey, what's up, Coach Hayes? How's everything going?
I'm good, man. What's your name, man? Where you calling from?
My name's Charles from Jacksonville, man. Born and raised in Miami. I'm going to get right to the point with this.
Let's do it.
So it's going to sound very controversial. Trust me. Before I even have the name leave my mouth, everybody going to get in the comment section and start going crazy. But just keep in mind, when it comes to business, there's an old slogan that the riches are in the niches. The riches are in the niches. So what I mean by that is everybody's going to say hell no because we're going to go on probation and we're not trying to get that image no more. But it'll be worth it. I'll bring Jeremy Pruitt. And I know that a lot of people are going to get pissed off because the NCAA might follow him to whatever school he go to. But he is actually still worth it. Think about it now. He's actually still worth it. You see what I'm saying? Like, will we possibly be on probation? Possibly, because the NCAA hates Miami. But the fact is, with Pruitt and a dude like Candle, you can't tell me you can't see us getting the championship in 2 to 3 years. And 04. And that's the only dude that I think that Charlie Strong wouldn't mind staying at the linebacker position as a coach. Anybody other than a name such as Jeremy Pruitt, I don't see Charlie Strong staying. Jeremy Pruitt and Kirby Smart, the last 10 years, has been the top 1, 2 D coordinators in all of college football. So that's why I bring in. He's worth the baggage. Kyrie Irving got traded today, right? And look at all the drama he brings with him. Some people are just pretty much worth the what comes with it. So I'll go after Pruitt. If not, then I'll promote Charlie Strong.
I have to be honest with you. I hear you, and I don't know what happened. I know that was a big push in Alabama to bring Jeremy Pruitt back. Now, I don't know the behind the scenes from the NCAA, what their thoughts were on there. But to Shad's point, Shad had a good point. He just saw, hold up, I just saw it. It got pushed out. He just said we can legally hand out McDonald's bags now. So So I don't know. Again, I don't know what happened from the Alabama standpoint. I heard that a lot of people wanted Jeremy Pruitt to come back, or at least they wanted him to come back on the staff for 1 year. And I forgot it was some guy's name. I forgot who it was prior to. Do a year kind of on staff, let that guy go, and then Pruitt come back in and take over. But I don't know, man. I don't know.
Could you imagine Pruitt and Candle? I'm gonna leave it like that because my time is over. Imagine Pruitt on one side, Candle, and see Pruitt and Candle the type of guys we ain't got to worry about Mario yelling at, because Mario he ain't gonna yell at them dudes. He gonna politely go over and tap Pruitt on the shoulder and be like, "Sir, can I ask you a question?"
Sir,
Pruitt and Candle,
sir, can I ask you a
is off the chain. But y'all have a good night.
Sir, can I ask you a question? Why are they scoring? Sir, excuse me, sir.
Straight up.
Why are they scoring? Why are you letting them continue to score on us? Man, get your behind back over there and watch the offensive line. That's funny.
Have a good night, bro.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you for calling in, man. Oh, shoot.
Yep.
Coach around here dropping stuff. All right, thanks, man. Oh, man, that was a good call, bro. Wow. All right, we're waiting for some more people to call in. While we're doing so, let's do a little housekeeping. 534. We got 534 people in the building. While I'm waiting on that, Coach is a part of doing something. I don't know how many people know about Southern Soul music, but let me go ahead and flip this screen right quick and talk to you about it. The Southern Soul Festival, the Love Festival, rather, is taking place down right here in Central Florida at the Apopka Amphitheater. Come check us out. It is February 10th. That is this Friday coming up. So you need to go in and copy your tickets now. I would play the music, but they'll get me a copyright strike. So it's an all-white party. So that night, you got to call me Coach Blanco, if you understand me. Coach Blanco. It's at the amphitheater. It's going to be jumping. It's going to have people like Tucker, King George, Jeter Jones, Tina P., DJ Trucker, and it will be hosted by comedian extraordinaire Special K, who is a part of the Ricky Smiley Morning Show. Big shout out to Ricky Smiley as well, who had his son passed away. So our prayers and condolences go out to he and his family as well. But show starts at 5:30. Doors open at 4 p.m. All the information is in the description. You can get your tickets on Eventbrite. I have the link in the description. Go check it out. February 10th. That is Friday. February 10th. Make sure you go check it out, and we'll definitely get this thing going, man. So I just want to say that as we wait for more callers to come in. I really appreciate it, guys. Go check it out. I'll be there that night. Let's take some pictures. Let's throw the U up in the all white. Let's show them what they're doing, man. All right. Anyway, we back to this deal, bro. Miami, what is going on? What is going on with Miami? We've lost the offensive coordinator. We've lost the defensive coordinator now. We don't have a wide receiver coach. We don't have a quarterback coach. It is February, dog. It is February. What is truly, truly happening to my beloved Miami Hurricanes? Think about what I just said, guys. We don't have a defensive coordinator / I don't know, outside linebacker coach, whatever he did, whatever he coached. We don't have an offensive coordinator. We don't have a wide receiver coach. We also don't have a quarterback coach. Are we missing 5 of the 10 people? We are our right now, our current staff is 50%, dog. Studio One, get out of Studio One, slap your face right now. Breaking news, Mario canceled spring practice, not enough coaches. Man, get out of here, man. Before I get these new phone calls that came in, let me tell you this. Shad, Steve Wonder can see we have an issue. Shad, I'm not going to take no more of your donations. You stop it, man. You stop it, I mean right now. Y'all stop it, I mean right now. Let's take this next call right here. 4248 coming to you right now. 4248, you're in the building. Talk to us, man. You got 2 minutes to lay your plan.
Shots fired.
Oh, my bad. Pressed the wrong button. Coach got a lot of buttons over here. Talk to us. The champ is here. I heard it real low, but the champ is here. What's up?
Am I on?
You on live and clear. I heard Muhammad Ali back saying the champ is here. Who is this?
I'm calling from the 251.
251. So talk to me, 251. What's your name?
This is David. I'm from Alabama, and I can't stand the University of Alabama. But
So
the
talk
caller
to me.
before you, he's got it exactly right. I take Jamie Pruitt in a heartbeat.
Okay.
That's our problem now. We're trying to get too many choir boys. Like Michael Irvin said a long time ago, we don't have enough thugs on the team.
Yeah, no thugs.
And,
Okay.
And Jamie Pruitt is the coach all day long, man. Charlie Strong's not it. Give me Jamie Pruitt. You can't be put on probation no more. You can legally fire players now.
Okay. So, but why Jeremy Pruitt? I hear that. Talk to me about Jeremy Pruitt. What is it about Jeremy Pruitt that makes him valuable?
He can flat out coach, man. And everybody's saying Charlie Strong's too old. I'm 61 years old, and 67 is not old. Not in my book. I've been a Kings fan for almost 50 years now.
I appreciate your service.
I know what a good kind team looks like. In the last 20 years, I ain't seen it nowhere near it. And a linebacker coach needs to be Michael Barrow. Bring Michael Barrow back home to coach the linebackers.
Michael Barrow. Is he still coaching? I know he was with the Seahawks for a while.
Yeah, I imagine he is. I'd bring him on. And I'd get Kevin Beard for the wide receivers coach.
Wow. That's smooth call. That's smooth sailing right there. I don't know. We'll definitely have to check it out and see.
And that coach from I know I want Graham Harrell for offensive coordinator. I'm a guy I could care less about these defense games. I want a 50 games.
Okay.
I don't like no. I want offense. I could care less about defense.
That sounds good. Hey, that sounds good till you losing them game 56-55. You don't want that pressure.
No, but like I'm saying, I would I'd get Kevin Bird for wide receiver coach. I'd get Michael Barrow for linebacker coach, or Charlie Strong, or Jamie Pruitt.
Okay. I like it.
That's what I would. But this crap we've been seeing the last 20 years, I'm hoping for, when they hire Mario, here's my expectation for the first 10 years. 3 natties.
Man, I love.
In his first 10
Listen,
years.
I love this show, man.
Why not? Why not?
I ain't saying it won't happen. Well, guess what? Right now, you 2 years out. We already got 1 down. I don't know what's going to happen next year. You got 7 years to get 4.
Okay.
Oh, you said 3. You got 7 years to get 3. So it could happen. I'm not saying it can't.
It's going to take 3. He's going to have 3 recruiting classes.
All right. I hear you, man. I hear you.
If you get Michael Barrow and Kevin Beard, they'll stay.
Hey, listen, I hear you, David. I appreciate it, man. I got to move on, but thank you, man. Thank you for being a Kane fan for 50 years, man, over 50 years. So thank you, man.
Yeah,
I really appreciate that.
Ever since I can remember. I'm 61 almost, and I've been with them ever since I was like 8 years old.
Good, man. That's awesome, man.
I live in Alabama, so you see what I put up through the years.
Hate going to Walmart, huh? Go to Walmart. You see Alabama stuff everywhere. I feel you, man. Yeah. All right, brother. Appreciate it, man.
All right, but I'm just hoping that I want somebody from the right leash coaching tree, but our offensive coordinator is going to be somebody that nobody's talking about.
Correct. All right, man. I got to get to the next caller, man.
He's going to get somebody that nobody's talking about.
We gonna find out real quick. But I appreciate you, man. Thanks a lot, brother. I got to move on, man. Thank you so much.
I start going Social Security.
Cut it out, David. Get out of here, man.
That's my 2 cents worth.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it. All right, real quick, I'm coming to 6687 right here in 2 seconds. I just want to give a shout out to this dono. Getting Swamp, what's up with you, man? That's a nice sign, Coach. It is a nice sign. Y'all check out my sign right here. Right there from White & Sons Wood Carving. They made this sign right here for me. If you got a business or whatever the case may be, go check them out. Go hit them up on Twitter, Facebook, website, whatever. Man, it lights up. It changes colors. Let me see if I can change the color. Coach gonna get all funky with it right quick. See if I can change the color. That thing white right now. Look at that. They got it blue. You can change it whatever color you want to change it to. You can make it yellow. You can do whatever you want to do, but I'm gonna go back green just because it matched the theme like that. But big shout out to them, man. Thank you so much. And when I say it is detailed, it is literally just like the logo. And my logo has a lot of detail in it. So I really appreciate them. Let me go ahead and get this next. Oh, I said I got to do the Bergie. Bergie, $10. Appreciate it. I forgot to mention that when we do hire a new DC and OC, part of the sales pitch would be that you can't bring any of your own people. How's that going to go? Or is it a complete staff rebuild? Again, that has been Mario Cristobal's MO. He has done that in the past where he brings in coordinators. I've said that before. He brings in coordinators. I can't even finish, Shad. He brings in coordinators, but don't really allow them to bring in people for their staff. Shad says, Pastor Troy for team chaplain. I'm going to slap you later for that. And Reggie, Trina's head chili. Anyway, let me get to somebody who's talking some real business, man. 6687 in the building. Call her, talk to us. You got 2 minutes to land your plane.
Hey, what's going on, Coach? This is Canes fan James from South Carolina, man.
What's going on, brother?
Nothing much. I just want to open by saying that a lot of Canes fans are in a state of panic right now because of the state of the football team the past couple of years. But really, with recruiting, we're in a good spot. With the coach we have, we're in a good spot. And I feel like with the DC coordinator position, we need to go back to either Randy Shannon, if we can't get Charlie Strong, which I would strongly suggest going back to Randy Shannon, offensive coordinator. I mean, we can go a bunch of different ways. I'm cool with Cable. Mullins would be another name to throw out there. As far as the wide receiver position, I would like to go back to the youth. Maybe bring in Reggie Wayne, Andre Johnson, somewhere along those lines, somewhere to bring some excitement, younger voice to the team. What do you think about that, Coach?
I don't believe you're going to see Randy. No, I didn't even start your timer, but you still floating around in the air. I don't believe that Randy Shannon will come back here. I've said that before. I know a lot of people like to use those names and stuff, but again, you have to remember how that whole thing transpired. And I don't think he'll ever come back here, even if it's his alma mater and the whole 9 yards. But sometimes when things are bitter, you just don't want to taste that anymore, especially being your alma mater, right? And that's the problem. Sometimes we have an affinity to our alma mater, but you have to remember the people in charge are not from that school. So they don't care that you went to that school. You understand? They run that school, that institution, but your love for the school is stronger than their love for you for the school, if that makes sense. So I don't think he'll ever come back in that sense just because of the way in which it was done. And a lot of people just don't like him anyway, right? And that's okay as well. A lot of people don't like him, maybe from a coach's standpoint anyway, as a DC. I think there's a lot of other candidates out there. My only problem that I look at is we are always seem to be late to the party for these candidates. Now, the Kevin Steele thing, okay, kind of came out the blue, I guess. I guarantee Mario knew about that because they talk. You understand? These coaches talk. Like Nick Saban called Mario and said, hey, I want to talk to your guy. That's just common courtesy, right? He ain't trying to steal nobody's girlfriend, right? They ask for permission to talk to your girlfriend. All right. And you give permission. Or whether you give permission or not, it's just a courtesy of saying, hey, I'm gonna talk to this dude, blah, blah, blah. But we're always behind the 8 ball, it seems like, when it comes to the coaching and stuff. So let's see what it is. We'll definitely find out and see what happens in that sense, because I really don't know, man. This is bananas right now. There are a lot of good names out there, right? And a lot of times we think because they're alumni, we want them to do well. So, for example, Andre Johnson's coaching, Leonard Hankerson is coaching, Marvin Harris. I mean, was it not Marvin Harrison? Come on, man. He was on the coach. Reggie Wayne was coaching. A lot of people think these guys want to come back here, but again, they're in a different realm. They're in the NFL. It looks a little bit different. All right. It looks a little bit different. So we'll definitely see. But I appreciate it, man.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, man. All right, good call right there. There we go. Come on, there go White and Sons. Wood Carving. Hey, getting swamped. Just tweet out a picture of the sign and tagged us. We love it, and it looks awesome sitting up there. Yeah, I gotta actually put it on the wall. I just got it propped up, so I want to put it on the wall so it's secure. So I'm trying not to shake too much to tear up something. Hold on, I'm dropping stuff. I don't want to shake too much and that thing roll off of there. So coach trying to be cool with it. But thank you guys so much. The craftsmanship was awesome. I'm talking about there's some little details in there, guys. My logo has a lot of little details, bro. And they knocked it out the park. And so I really appreciate that. Thank you guys so much. All right. We got another call in here. 5667. Caller, talk to us. You got 2 minutes. 2 minutes to land your plane. Hello?
You hear me?
I hear you loud and clear. Go for it.
Want to know defensive line coach. Can we please the line? That guy.
We can't hear you, buddy. Your phone is breaking up bad.
Man. Now I'm saying, you can hear me better now?
Oh, that's perfect. Whatever you did, that's perfect.
Now I was saying, like, can we please get a new defensive line coach, man? You know what I mean? Like, whoever Mario hires defensive coordinator, you're right. The defensive coordinator should be able to bring his guys in. That guy, man, he can't land no blue chip defensive tackles. I mean, I don't know what's up with him, man. I understand that's his boy, but you know what I mean? The production ain't there, bro.
Yeah, I have to be very honest. With Jason Taylor being there, I thought we would have got better defensive end play. I know that necessarily wasn't the greatest of talent, but I think we would have saw some better technique and movement with defensive end play there. I have to be honest. I know it's been 1 year, but guys, come on. That's just my thing. With Coach Joe, I don't know if he was the interior coach. I would assume he was because Coach Wright is the ends coach or outside linebackers. And then you got Jason Taylor. So you basically got 3 coaches coaching the defensive line. You have 2 coaches that were coaching the linebackers and 1 coach coaching the DBs. What is happening, bro?
Shit is crazy, man. This shit is crazy, man.
I was just hurt myself. I was just listening to myself talk. 3 defensive line coaches, 2 linebacker coaches, and 1 DB coach.
Shit is sad, man. I don't know what's going on in that building, man. I don't know what's up. I don't know, man. I really don't know. And then, you know what I mean? We for some reason, the University of Miami can't land no blue chip defensive tackle.
Well, I think we have one in Leonard Taylor. I do think we have that.
That's one.
No, that's right. That's one. But I'm just saying, like, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you who's gonna be a bad boy. What's my man name that just came in this season? Big old dude. He's a 3-star though. I think he's under the radar like a mug. But think about it. We got
defense. Dude from North Carolina.
Is he from North Carolina? I thought he was from Georgia. Maybe he was North Carolina. Big old cat, man. Oh God, come on, somebody talk to me in the chat.
From North Carolina, because the grad transfer from Georgia, he like 6 foot, 270.
Yeah, but what's the young guy? He's a big dude. He got a single number. He wore like number 8 on his highlight tape. Anyway, I'm gonna ride out with you because I have no other callers. Horton, Isaiah Horton. Isaiah Horton, yes. Yeah, he's from Georgia. That's what I thought. But Joshua Horton, excuse me. Joshua Horton. I'm telling you, he gonna be tough, bro. He may not be a highly touted kid so far as his accolades coming out of high school, but when I broke his tape down, I said, oh, he can go.
Coach. All right, Coach. I appreciate you taking the call, bro.
Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate you calling, man.
All right.
All right, man. That was a great call right there. Horton, yes, Joshua Horton. He a big dude. Like I said, you got the Ruben Bain that's there. Wow. And that right there is the problem. Coach Steele, Coach DBs, 2, as meaning in also. We're a Power 5 program. Why are we hybrid coaching here, guys? Why are we hybrid coaching? We don't have to hybrid coach. Let's make it happen. But I am super excited to find out what in the world is going to happen because I have not a clue. I don't know what's about to happen. This is gonna be bananas, man. This is gonna be bananas. So it's still only coach safety. So what did Adai coach? He was the safeties coach, no? He wasn't the safeties coach? Maybe I'm wrong. I thought Adai was a safety dude. I didn't know he's not a cornerback coach, was he? I don't know, man. I'm to the point. I'm done. I can't figure it out, man. Yeah, I think Moten, I'm telling you, I thought Moten was a sleeper last year. He should definitely see some playing time. He was my Potts player, pop off the screen player last year. So you had Chase Smith, who we still have not seen a lot of. You got Moten, haven't seen a lot of. And this year, like I said, if it wasn't for Ruben Bain, Horton would definitely be my Potts player. I have to say that. Right. So he's listed as a secondary coach. That means all of it. You're 100% right about that. KO Money says 954. Coach, cornerbacks and safety needs different coaching. Yeah, it's two different skill sets, man. Totally different skill sets. Nigel Lee Kelly has come around. Good call right there, coach. So Dim Canes 01. Cyrus Moss, not sure. But Nigel Lee Kelly, we good on the line. I don't know about Cyrus Moss. I have to be very honest. He might be a little too thin to win right now in my book. That's just my book. That's Coach Hayes' book. I don't know about that. Wow. Trying to go back up here. I saw something. Somebody said turn the thing orange. Let's see what it looks like orange. I don't know. All right, ain't too bad. There we go. Leave it orange like that. That's cool. All right, cool. We'll do it that way. All right. So let me see here. Get back to these chat. All right, we got phone calls calling in. 0944. You are up right now. Caller, talk to us. You got 2 minutes. Give us your name, where you're calling from.
Hey, Coach, this is Kyle Hayes Jr.
Oh, God.
I'm calling from Dawson, Georgia.
So hold up.
That's a joke.
Hold up. So are you really me? Like, are you the person that portrays me? I'm just being interested to find out.
No, I'm just playing. What about Will, though?
Nothing much. I just wanted to know.
But anyway, no, I was just kidding. But,
what's up, man?
This is actually FTW 305 MDC. I've been wanting to call in for a minute.
Okay.
A long time. It's my first time calling.
It is, man. So talk to me, man.
I just want to go. Yeah, I just want to go through the offensive coordinators that I wouldn't mind having.
Okay.
I mean, Dan Mullen, but I think he's unrealistic. The coach everybody talking about from Toledo, if we can get him, I would love to have him, but I don't think that it's going to happen. One thing I heard, I think Manny Navarro said, he was like, maybe the possibility of like James Coley, like a combination of James Coley and T. Martin. Like one of them get the quarterback's play caller and one of them get pass game coordinator, wide receiver coach.
Mm-hmm.
I would like that because the way I feel, if you're gonna miss on the coach, miss with a recruiter. So I'm a big believer in talent acquisition. Like I think that's like what you gotta have.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look at T. Martin all-time recruits, this man like he recruited like 5-star after 5-star. Same thing with James Coley. You look at him, he loaded with both of them have been like recruiters of the year, you know. And you know, people talk about T. Martin, you know, he established himself as a wide receiver coach, but I think he also can coach quarterbacks because you know he was a quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the reason why he never really got a shot at being the quarterback coach because when he was at USC, he was on the guys like Lane Kiffin and Steve Sarkisian and Todd with Helfrich, whatever his name is.
Mm-hmm.
But he was on the guy that was already like established quarterback coaches, play callers.
Gotcha.
So a combination of Coley and T. Martin, I would love to see that. And also with them is a guy named Jim Chaney. He coached at Georgia,
Georgia and Tennessee.
Yeah,
I know Chaney well. I know him really well. Jim Chaney, who was at Georgia, he was at Tennessee for a while. Went back to Tennessee with Pruitt, and so forth and so on.
But check this out, Coach.
Mm-hmm.
So James Coley coached under coincide with co-offensive coordinator with Jim Chaney at Georgia, and then he took over the responsibilities after Chaney left for Tennessee. And when Chaney was at Tennessee, he had T. Martin as the wide receiver coach. So I believe that there's a connection between those three. And right now, Jim Chaney is, I believe, at Georgia Tech or something as an analyst. I believe we can maybe bring him in as an analyst or something like that, and bring in T. Martin and James. I'm just pitching some fairy tale jump or whatever, but
I got you. Well, I appreciate it, man. No, you're right. There's some good names you put out there. I would like to see it.
Can I go in on the defense side?
Well, do me a favor. You ain't got time. Get what your plane just. But you can call right back in and jump right back on the line. I got to give them their love because we got some people calling in. But call right back. You got it. It ain't that busy. Yeah, appreciate it.
All right, Coach.
Yeah. All right, real quick before I get to the next caller, Toby Rohrer, if I said that right, $5. Offensive OCQB Candle, wide receiver assistant head coach Coley, defense DC linebacker Partridge, and get that. I'm straight. I trust Mario. All right, well, I appreciate the $5. Also, we got $12 right here. Oh, I'm sorry, Lakers All Day Dope. We got to get Brian Flores as our DC. Lakers All Day $199. I appreciate that. And Norman, appreciate you all the way from Hawaii. We have revolving doors with coaches because previously the BOT didn't want to spend the money upgrading the program. They were content with 8-9 wins. Yeah, they said he spent $100 million, so we're gonna definitely find out. So with all that being said, thank you again, Norman. Really appreciate you. Means a lot. All right, call. I'm coming to you right now. 5153. Caller, talk to us. Give us your name, where you're calling from. You got 2 minutes. You got to take your Bluetooth off. You got to take your Bluetooth off your phone because there's too much road noise.
Can you hear me now, Coach?
That's perfect, man. Go for it. 2 minutes.
Hey, Coach. I'm thinking about this whole thing, the way everything is going down. I'm thinking, if you look at it from a recruit's perspective, from the 2024 class, there's a whole lot of stuff going on, and not a whole lot is being released out, seeing what's going on. It's like, how do you put it together? It's like, you got to be patient. Mario preaches patience and everything like that. But if you're trying to put together a class, I think these are things that need to be, these issues need to be settled, as quickly as possible, because you're losing a lot of kids with this, oh, well, we don't know this or we don't know that,
Okay, so what you? Yeah, I hear you. So what you saying?
No, I'm saying, these things need to be settled. We all trying to be patient as fans. But like I said, I was looking at it from a recruit's perspective. Those 5 stars that we're trying to get out, all Dade County, Broward County, and all of that. All they see is coaches leaders, but they're not really being told anything. So that creates confusion in their mind. It's like, okay, well, hey, I want to go here, but I don't know who's going to be coaching me. We don't know anything that's coming out. So it's like, where does that leave them?
So to your point, here's what I always say. This is why I tell y'all that family stuff. And here's another thing why I tell people also, yes, you're going to build a relationship with your recruiter. I believe that. But if you go to a school primarily for the recruiter, there is a point at which you may get disappointed. So I don't know who Kevin Steele recruited, who he built relationships and rapport with. But whoever he did, and those kids have now signed on the dotted line. Think about that. These kids have signed on the dotted line. And the guy you built a rapport with, the guy you wanted to play for, has upped and left you. Now that he's upped and left you, now you're saying to yourself, huh? What?
Exactly.
here's another thing. For the guys who thought they were going to come play in this particular system, now they don't know what system, but they're stuck. They're stuck now. For we don't know. And I'm telling you, that's a slippery slope, man, to play for. And now that these kids have transfer portals and ways to get out of this stuff, bro, college coaching, boy, just got a lot harder. Got a lot harder, man.
Yes, it did.
But I appreciate you, man. Let me get these other calls in, but thank you for calling in, man.
Hey, I appreciate you taking the call, Coach.
Sure, man. Anytime. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Yep. All right, real quick before I get to the next caller, thank you for subscribing. Coach Douglas in the building. Welcome to the team. Also, thank you for subscribing. Tony Andretti, thank you so much. Welcome to the team as well. 4554 coming to you right now. Caller, talk to us. Give us your name, where you're calling from. You got 2 minutes.
What's up, Coach? This is Jay from the DMV, man.
Jay from the
Giving
DMV.
you the call. I just got a question.
Mm-hmm.
It looks bad from the recruiting aspects, because if you listen to what the recruits said, they all say the same thing. Miami does good. We like it out there, but we just don't know who our coaches are. And we're in the same situation that we were in last year. And that's what it just makes me look like. What are we doing, Mario? And everybody preaches, be patient. Mario got to get his people in. Be patient. I hear them, but I'm also looking at these recruits, and they're saying the same thing. We just don't know who's going to be coaching us. So I look at Mario like, okay, I like Jason Candle. I like the way his playbook, it looks more fun for the receivers. And, you know, kids like to do all that type of stuff. If Kevin Steele news today, I mean, it is what it is. Bama going to get who they want. But they either have to move Charlie Strong to the DC and get TBD on the field, because obviously TBD is the one the kids keep saying. They keep saying his name. So if you don't put him on the field, what does that say? What do you think, Coach?
I mean, I'm with you. We talked about this, man, like in essence of, if I'm a recruit, and again, this can happen anywhere. I want this to be super clear. This can literally happen anywhere. That I understand. My problem is it's happening late. It's happening.
Same thing like last year.
Okay, right? Because the whole thing was, well, you know, he just got here. Well, I made a comparison to Dan Lanning and Mario Cristobal. Dan Lanning was fighting to win a national championship last year. He wins the Natty. He gets hired. In 3 days, he's got pretty much 70%, 80% of his staff. Right? 70 to 80% of his staff is intact. Hell, I may just say 60%. Okay? Mind you, in 3 days of his hiring, Cristobal had been here, remember, February 6th, we hired people. He'd been here since end of November, early December. And everybody, oh, he's focusing on recruiting. Bro, when you're a coach, you focus on more than recruiting. When you knew that the Miami job was up for you, you start making phone calls now to line up these pins. You don't have to, okay, let me go here. Let me see how big my office is going to be. Let me see. No, hey, man, listen. Right here, Jay from the DMV. Listen, baby, I know you coach DB. We work together. I like your style. Would you be interested? Sure, coach, I'd be interested. We got to work out some particulars like financing, money, so forth. But right now, put me on the short list. All right, cool. You know, you start working this stuff. But I'm telling you, the process.
It just don't seem like he's not timely with that. Like a timely thing. You said it correctly. Everything needs to be knocked out because you know what exactly you have to do. He think like let me go through and let me review every coach and check every guy. Hey, Nick Saban don't did the same thing. He don't got an offensive coordinator and a defensive coordinator while you over here still playing tiddlywinks. So I don't know what you're doing, Mario.
And he done lost both of them in a short period of time and replaced him. But anyway, man, I got to roll on. I got more callers in. Sound like you about to put on a full-on fire back there, man.
Man.
Anytime, brother.
Keep doing your thing, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Who did I lose? Okay, I got him. All right, we're going right now to 2849. Call or talk to us. Give us your name, where you're calling from. You got 2 minutes to make it happen.
What up, Coach? Hey, this your favorite Tiger fan.
Is this Edward? Is this Edward?
Yeah.
What's up, man?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You like my new phone
Not
system,
much,
Edward?
man.
You like my new phone system?
Yeah. Yeah, man. It's a lot better than having to call in and didn't get you, call back in, didn't get you.
I appreciate it, man. I worked hard on it, man. I worked hard on it, Lord knows. But anyway, go ahead and talk to us, Edward. Let me start your time over. I'm over here popping my gums. Go ahead, man. Talk to me.
All right, man. I'm calling in. Hoodie girl wanted to call in, but she was at work, so she said, "What up?"
Okay, till I say hello. I said hello.
She said we should not hire Ed Reed as DC.
Okay.
She wants to promote Strong and hire Candle because Cliff ain't coming. That man's in Thailand, enjoying his drinks and his women.
Okay.
So that was her little spill.
Okay, well, hold on real quick. 305.
Yeah, she said if you don't hire, she was like, pretty much, if you don't hire Strong, he's gone, right? Like, let's be real. He's
fair.
not going to stay around to let someone else come in and
that's fair.
Coach underneath them. That's just.
Oh, he coach underneath them. No, you're 100% right.
Yeah. He didn't put all this work in to then get passed over.
Wow. All I can say to you, man, Edward, is I don't have any fault with Charlie Strong. If you pass him up for DC and he decides to go, first of all, if you don't make him DC by what's today? Sunday? By Wednesday, right there's an issue. There's an issue. I have a real issue with that.
Yeah,
because here's my deal.
You're
Hold on,
right,
because here's my deal. I'm going to say this. We're just hearing this information. Cristobal has heard this information. So now, you don't think the people in the building has heard the rumblings? So now, once that happened, okay, it's a possibility that Kevin Steele may go. I'm going straight to Charlie Strong and say, hey, Charlie, listen, man. If Kevin Steele takes this job, are you interested in the defensive coordinator position? Yes or no? He says yes. Okay. I will begin to start the preliminaries on contract structuring, all of those type of things. Mario's not sitting there with a pen doing that. They have people for that. But you start structuring stuff now so you can make moves fast. So your players are like, okay, if you're just starting this and it takes another 2 or 3 weeks for him to be named the defensive coordinator, then that means he didn't want him as a defensive coordinator. That's how I look at it.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
100%. Because there's been articles written on it for the last 4 days.
Okay.
So he's gotten wind of it for at least 4 days, and that was more than likely they were in contact before the articles got written. Right? That's normally how the stuff works.
Yeah. Somebody leaked it. Somebody said this. Yeah.
So he's had time to figure some of this stuff out. It wasn't just like sprung on him last second type deal. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, Edward, I got this new phone line, so I can't go because T. Hines, she's my communication producer. She been slapping me up, man, for not staying on my 2 minutes. So I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much, Edward. And tell Hoodie Girl, I said, what's up? We got to get on the show one day. One day she's not working.
All right. I'll tell her.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it, man.
Enjoy the content, man.
Appreciate it, man. Thanks as always. Big time supporter, Edward, right there. He got tiger stripes, but he a cane at heart. Anyway, Laval out 305 for the $10. Ed Reed is without a head coach job right now. Let's offer him the DC position and see what he can do. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, so I feel you. I don't know, laugh out loud. I don't know. I really don't. Hurricane Logan, I'm coming to you real quick on the line, 6687. Give me a second. Hurricane Logan, you were on my mind yesterday. This is the God's honest truth. Appreciate the $2. He says, promote Strong, pay Michael Burrow, and bring in Candle. I'm going to tell you why you were on my mind. You were on the phone with me, Logan, when we hit 10,000 subscribers. I don't know if you remember that. You were on the phone, on the call, and we hit the 10,000 subscriber mark on the live. We are now past 30,000 subscribers, Logan. So I just want to give a shout out to you, man. Thank you for always supporting. I know you're in the military, man, so thank you for your service. Hopefully you're out there safe. And, when you get home side, you definitely got to hit me up. But I appreciate that so much. It means a lot. But I was thinking about you the other day because we're trying to get to 35,000 by the third anniversary. You were actually literally on the phone with me when we hit the 10,000 mark. So I appreciate you, man, and thank you so much. Let me go ahead and get the next people in. 9462 in the building. Caller, talk to us. You got give us your name, where you're calling from, and you got 2 minutes.
Hey, hello, Coach. It's Norman from Hawaii.
Norman from Hawaii. What's up with you, baby? Thank you for the $12.
Oh, no problem. My pleasure. My take on this coaching situation is, we had a very disappointing 2022, and I think for 23, the margin is very, very small. So I think Mario wants to get this thing right.
Mm-hmm.
But I tell you, he has everybody on edge right now. So that's just my opinion. And also with DVD, he has to bring him in on an on-field position.
Mm-hmm.
Because that may have been one of the reasons why McLean bolted to Colorado. That's just another one of my estimations. So thanks for taking the call, and good luck to your program.
Thank you, Norman. I appreciate you. Yeah, I appreciate you calling all the way from Hawaii. What time is it in Hawaii right now?
Right now it's 3:30 p.m.
So they're 5 hours back. All right,
We're
so
about 6 hours behind. Yeah.
Okay, so 3:30. Okay, so 3:30, 6 hours up. Okay,
Yeah.
so 3:30 p.m., man. Wow. That's awesome, man. Well, thank you so much for calling in. I haven't been to California, so I got to get California, then I got to head out to Hawaii also.
All right. Well, hope it happens.
I sure will, man. Thank you so much, Norman. Appreciate it.
You better have a nice evening.
You too, man. Listen, man, one thing I got to say is we got Cane fans everywhere, man, from Miami to Hawaii, from conch fritters to pineapple pizzas. We ain't playing. That's what I'm trying to tell people about these Hurricanes, man. We all over the place. You got to respect the game. Got to respect the game. Real quick before I get on to the next caller here. EJ for the $60, man. Thank you so much. Coach, the thing I've noticed about Mario, it seems like he gets paralysis from analysis. Seems like everyone else moves faster than Mario. Look at Dion. He had a staff like in a day. Go Canes. I mean, he saw the offensive coordinator he wanted, went and got him, right? Sean Lewis out of Kent State. He went and saw him, went and got him, right? He's got big names behind him too. Tim Brewster, Mike Zimmer. I mean, you're talking about a head coach in the NFL. Like, bro, and to your point, you know what? Very good. Paralysis by analysis, from analysis. Meaning sometime in dominoes, they say, as Shad said, I know I'm watching this show, you're talking about playing dominoes. Somebody say, you think long, you think wrong. I don't know. Maybe. But I appreciate that $6. Man, I got to give you some love for that. Clap it up for him. $60. Big time. Big time right there. All right, let's take this next caller. I think this is my man calling right back in. You want to get his defensive side in. So caller, talk to us. Time for you to talk your defense, man.
Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again.
I done hit the wrong button, man. All right, talk to me, man. I got too many buttons going on. Go for it.
All right, it's all good, man. But I was just calling back to say and kind of piggyback on what was said before, as far as somebody called in and talked about Dion and how fast he moved. It was because he moved with a purpose, and I feel like Mario has that to a certain degree, but not all the way there. We know we're in a good spot. We know we're in the hotbed for recruiting. We're getting some of the top guys, but not as much as we can recruit because we're not 100% moving with the same purpose like we should. How do you feel about that, Coach?
So I hear what you're saying, and I think there is a purpose. I think he does have a purpose, but I think there is a lot of maybe when people are indecisive, that means they're second guessing themselves. And again, this is all my speculation.
I definitely agree with that.
Yeah, I don't know why it takes so long to move on guys, right? And we find ourselves making excuses, but doesn't every other school have the same issue? Right? You fire a guy, yeah, you may have to buy him out, but move on. We can't say we're gonna spend the money and then penny pinch. Wow, we're gonna spend $100 million.
Exactly.
Okay, well, how much it costs for whipped cream? How much it costs to put cherry on the top? No, buy it, boom, we win ball game. But I'm just saying, I feel like when we wait this long, and I'm not blaming him for Kevin Steele because Kevin Steele just happened. But if you knew Josh Gaddis wasn't your guy, he's not been on campus since the last game, apparently around and about those times. Why are we still hanging around? Because we worried about a buyout? Let's get this guy out and let's get the next guy in. If you want to keep Josh Gaddis, I have to be honest. I don't care. I just want to win. You get paid $8 million to do that. So guess what? Make the decision. You know, that's just my opinion about it. So I was just answering that part. But like I said, you're the only caller again, so we'll ride out until somebody else call in.
All right. Yeah. I mean, I feel like, you know, to a certain degree, like you said, we are moving with a purpose, because if we weren't, we wouldn't get a Francis Okinola or Malgoa or Pancake Sampson. We wouldn't get all these Jaden Wayne, Ruben Bain. We wouldn't get all these top guys. I mean, I feel like, you know, like you said earlier with the Carmani McClain situation, he just lost out to the GOAT. That's just plain and simple. If Deion wasn't in the mix, we probably would have locked him up. But there are other top-level talent guys in the state of Florida that we can get, but we just have to have our ducks in a row and move with a purpose.
Yeah, and agree. I think we definitely, but see, we move extremely quickly when it comes to recruiting players. I think Mario don't play the radio when it comes to that. Mario Cristobal does not play the radio when it comes to getting on these players. Think about it. His first day on the job, what did he do? Went straight to Central. Bam. Did these things. Flew a helicopter to go see somebody in Palm Beach. Bam. But when it comes to personnel, it's like, should I not? You know, hey man, make a decision and go with it. But like I say, man, you got more callers in right now, so I got to let you go. I know you want to talk about your defensive side.
Oh yeah. It's all good. I'll holler at you, Coach.
I appreciate it, man. Thanks a lot, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir. All right, man. Pretty cool call right there. I really appreciate it, man. We got another call in 6978. Caller, talk to us. Give us your name, where you're calling from.
What's going on, Coach Hayes? This is T Money from the DMV.
T Money from the DMV. Talk to me, T Money.
Yeah, as far as the offensive and defensive coordinators, I don't care. I don't care how long it takes for them to hire them, as long as it work out. Like you said, I want to see wins. I want to see us get better year over year. I could care less how long it takes. I could care less how long it took him to get rid of Gaddis. I don't care. As long as we start winning some games.
Mm-hmm.
All this other stuff, I get why fans are, you know, worried or nervous or losing faith already. I understand it, but it's been 1 year. I'm gonna give them the mulligan for this terrible season we just went through. But I just want to win, so I don't really care what happens with the positions as long as we get better.
No, listen, I agree with you, but I have to say this, right? I don't care either, but I do care, right? Meaning, I don't care who he picks. I just want you to pick somebody. I remember saying last season when he was in the midst of, you know, as being a new hire, the new coach, I kept saying, what about the players in the building? The players are in limbo. While you're out recruiting, who's teaching these young men? These young men right now are going through weight training. They're going through install. Like, you know, they're learning their coaches. And we didn't have that literally until tomorrow, okay, of last year, I'm saying, when it came to offensive coordinator. We are literally now in the same exact position as last year. But even worse, I don't know, somebody put in the chat, when did Kevin Steele get hired? But regardless, we are late to the party. We are now getting ready to start all over with brand new coordinators on both ends. Even if it's Charlie Strong, it's going to be different because Charlie Strong didn't learn under Kevin Steele. He comes with his own set and his own philosophy and his own schematics. So I say that to say we're starting over now. But technically, Charlie Strong has not been named a coordinator. So now these players are now at a disadvantage because they're not getting a tutelage. Well, coach, you're right. But Alabama did the same thing. Yes, you're correct. The difference in Alabama is the culture has been set. The philosophy overall has been set. You just have to go in and teach the nuances. That's the difference.
I get it.
That's the difference.
I get it. But I don't care. Like me, I'm not worried. I'm not worried unless we look terrible next year again. That's when I'll be worried.
I hear you, baby.
But that's me. I got a different approach.
All right. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for calling in, man. We got a couple of people popping in on the line now. They jumping on in here.
All right, thanks.
Thanks a lot, brother. All right, Shad, real quick with the 189. I would call in, but I'm in a goofy mood now. Shad, you hilarious, man. And more, talk to us. CH, never, I don't know who said, never invest in something you don't understand. Oh, Coach Hayes, never invest in something you don't understand. You're right. I'm willing to invest $6 though, more. I could $6 ain't gonna kill me. I give you $6. If you could turn it into 600, then my brother will definitely make it happen. But no, you're 100% right. Great advice. Never jump into something you don't understand. 8529, I'm coming to you right now on the line. Talk to us. We got some people waiting in the background. So we got to land this plane in 2 minutes. Talk to us.
Yeah, I'm first on the call. I just want to say that I live in a small town in Alabama, and I'm tired of this. Been winning over 20 years. I just want to win. I don't care who we hire as offensive coordinator. Just win.
Yeah, I think you had the same sentiment as the rest of us. We all want to win. We really want to win bad, but there are some steps that we have to take in order to win, and we have to get on the ball, man. But yeah, I appreciate it.
All right, have a nice day.
You too, man. Thank you for calling in, brother. All right. Cool call right there from 8529. Got the next caller in 5452. You hot on the line, 5452. You hot on the line. You got 2 minutes to get it in. Talk to us.
Hey, Coach, how you doing tonight, man?
I'm doing pretty good, man. What's going on?
I just want to appreciate you. Tell you that I appreciate your show, man. I watch it every time, and appreciate what you do, man, for the Kane family. I'm calling from west of Jacksonville, Florida, bro.
Okay. All right.
Yes, sir. I just wanted to call, man. I just got some, opinion. I think that, like you said, everybody's talking about Mario. He needs to pick up the pace a little bit, on hiring and everything and all. But as far as like the DC position, I believe he's going to probably go with Strong just because he's hinted around, that he may be looking to go back to the NFL, a couple of years or whatever. So, don't really keep him home or keep him here, give him another position, higher up. That will definitely make room for DVD to come on board, which we all want him because he deserves to be here, worked so hard for us. As for OC, I think it's pretty much going to be the Toledo head coach, I believe. I hope so anyway. But I'm like y'all though, man. We need to get back to where we was, man. It's been too long since 2001.
No, I totally agree. Everybody says that. I got a perfect little thing for that right here. We always talk about this.
Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again.
Back in the days, baby, we talking about literally 22 years, right? And so we want to get this right.
Too long, Coach.
Yeah, we definitely want to get this thing
sir.
right. But we'll see what's going on, man. And I appreciate you watching all of the shows and everything else. Let me ask you a real quick question. About 20 seconds left.
Yes, sir.
What happens if Charlie Strong doesn't get a job? What's your thoughts? What are your just immediate thoughts right then?
If he doesn't get the job,
yeah,
I believe he'll probably be here for maybe a year, whatever. and or whatever the opportunity opens up, he's going to probably take it, just like Kevin Steele. You know, but you got to think about it. You know, we got great kids, and coming in this past season, because of Mario Cristobal, but I believe a lot on the defensive side because of strong recruiting. Look at the linebackers we got coming in. You know, so I hope Coach puts him up the DC just to solve everything and make everybody happy with DVD and, you know what I'm saying, everything. And maybe he'll stay longer, at least until we get a couple of recruit seasons under our belt. And then if he wants to bounce, hey, we got some guys in the waiting.
We'll definitely find out, man, but I appreciate it, man. Let me go and get these other callers in. Thank you, man, for supporting this channel.
Yes, sir, man. Be blessed, bro.
You too, brother. Great call right there,
bye-bye.
man. Really enjoyed that call right there. I like when people say they watch the show and they watch all the time. It means a lot. You know, there's a lot that goes into this, man. Right here, 496 people in the building. I'm not sure. You guys let me know if Flo is coming on tonight. I know he normally does a show at this time. I think he got a countdown on. I don't want to run over each other. Plus, the coach got some things to do anyway. But real quick, let me go ahead and jump in here. 3930, you are on live right now. Talk to us. Give us your name, where you calling from.
Yeah, this is Charles from Jackson. I called earlier to do born and raised in Dade, and I live in Jackson. I just wanted to say real quick, times like this where you got to find new staff, in my opinion, it's not necessarily a bad thing because it comes down to what type of program and coach you got. And what I mean by that is, if you look at a school like Ohio State, they don't play around. They could lose a coach, and within seconds, within days, they're going to get the next best thing available. The only time, like, coaching spots like this, coordinator spots like this hurt schools is the schools that's got a lot of that politics going on. But if you like Clemson, you one of them schools, like, if you lose somebody, you quickly grab the next best thing available. You'll be straight, because to be honest with you, I was never really a big Steele fan anyway. So at the end of the day, Alabama really didn't knock it out the park. If you look at their OC and DC, they're not like wow hires. So with Mario taking his time, which I don't like, but if he can come back, like I was saying earlier, and grab somebody like Pruitt and Candle, it's worth the wait. The other thing I like to say quickly, Mario, I think, is one of those dudes, he's just so focused on recruiting. He thinks this is like the 80s and 90s, where you could like just out recruit everybody and just have the better players and just beat up people, right? And the way things are right now with the back, it ain't like that no more. He's gonna have to start focusing on getting the best coaches out there. So this not a bad thing that there's open spots. It just comes down to, if we're going to act like Ohio State, like the Georgias, the LSUs, where when there's an opening, we go get the best dude. And if you do that, whether you win or lose later on, you still gave your team and the school the best position possible to move forward. So if he does his job, we'll be fine. But if there's so much politics involved and he comes out with a buddy like we've been dealing with the last 20 years of nepotism, then that's going to be a problem.
Well, and to your point, man, great point. And I like exactly what you're saying. But I think in what you're saying, looking at those other programs compared to ours, is we don't go out immediately. It'd be another 3, 4, 5 weeks before we get guys. And then it's like, I think that's the problem. I think culturally, those other programs have established
No, that is
themselves.
the problem.
What do you mean?
No, I'm saying you 100% right. You shouldn't be taking this long.
Right.
Like all the commenters was talking about, Dion and all those other dudes, they got their staff ready to go. So I 100% agree with that. All I'm saying is that if you're going to have a flaw, which you shouldn't, and take this extra long time, and spring practice about to start, you better come back with the best thing smoking, dude. Because if not, you really showing Miami is where we've been the last 20 years, just a school that's just full of nepotism and ain't really going. And this is one thing, not to switch subjects, but this is another thing that made me hate college for a long time, because in the NFL, they don't play these games. When something pops up, there's money on the line, private money at that. So people go and get the best coaches as quickly as possible. And you're right, Mario's taking too long, but if he comes back and knocks it out the park, it'll be worth it, but it's still wrong. But if he doesn't, this hire right here might hold this program back for the next 4 or 5 years.
You know what's funny? It's funny you say that. You're right. And I keep saying the same thing, and I apologize, but I have to keep saying it. This is where he earns his salt. His coordinator hires. His coordinator hires.
And then not to cut you off, but then he's got Charlie Strong in the building. I'm sorry, not Charlie. Yeah. He's got Charlie Strong in the building. So really, you got a top 10, even though I'm rooting for Jeremy Pruitt. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
You got Charlie Strong in the building. So if you don't get Pruitt or something of that caliber and you don't promote Strong, it's like, what are you really doing out here, dude? You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you a question. Charlie Strong right now, I brought this up earlier. I don't know if you heard it, but I think you did. Charlie Strong right now is on the table. We know he's got coordinator experience, a national championship winning, coaching the NFL, yada, 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 yada. How fast should he be hired? Should he be named as the DC? Second is, when does it become concerning? How many days does it take to it become concerning if he's not named? Does that make sense what I'm asking?
It makes perfect sense, and you mentioned it, and I read something in the chat as well. So I'm gonna take a piece of what you said, and I'm gonna take a piece of what I've seen in the chat. The minute that he got that call from Saban saying, "I'm interested in talking to your man," what I would have did, because I love Pruitt. I've been following Pruitt for a long time. First thing I would have did, I would have called Pruitt. I'd have said, "Hey, listen, are you interested in coming down here, being the head DC, working with Charlie Strong, bring your own guys? I could use you." If Pruitt says, "I'm all in," yes. I'm cool. If Pruitt says, "I don't know, I got to think about it, this, that, and the third," I'll tell Pruitt, "Look, I need to know if you in or you out, because I got Charlie Strong right here, and if you waffling, that's fine. But if you want it, it's yours." If Pruitt say I'm on, then fine. When soon as Kevin Steele's gone, I'm announcing Pruitt. If Pruitt said, "I got to think about it," I'm telling Pruitt, "Thanks, but no thanks." I'm calling Charlie Strong. I'm saying, "Hey, listen, if Steele leaves, we're announcing you as the head DC if you want it." Strong's gonna say yeah. The second they would have announced Kevin Steele's the coach of Alabama, it would have been with in the title. It would have been in Miami's promoting Charlie Strong as a defensive coordinator. Just that quick, because you got Charlie Strong. Now, if you ain't have Charlie Strong and you had like these other dudes, like that wasn't on his caliber, I could understand you taking a couple of days, but you still should have been on the phone from day one when Saban called you. So this is clearly, I'm not cool with it. It's clearly unnecessary, especially when you got Charlie Strong in the building. But there's only one name that I would have even thought about putting over Strong, and that's Pruitt. Other than Pruitt, Charlie Strong got every other DC coordinator available resume. He matches all of their resumes. So there ain't no really other than Pruitt. And to me, ain't no reason to even have a conversation with nobody other than Pruitt. If Pruitt don't want the job, hey, Strong, you up next. It's that simple.
Just that simple. So here's my question. Back to what I was saying, and you answered it, but I wanted to be clear. When does worry set in? When does worry start to set in? If today is Sunday, Monday comes, you hear nothing. Tuesday comes, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. How long does it take before worry starts to set in that we haven't named at least a DC, knowing that we have one literally up our sleeve?
I think there's two types of worries. There's worries from the fans and the players, and then there's worries that's coming from Mario. If you're looking at the fans and the players, clearly,
I'm talking about the fans. I'm talking about the fans. I'm talking about the fans and like where people are like, okay, well, why are you not naming him? Is it by Friday? Is it Saturday? Next week?
From the fans, okay, I just found out today that Steele is gone. So as a fan, today's Sunday, and you got Charlie Strong in the building, I don't think there's no reason, and I'm not trying to throw Mario a bone. I ain't trying to throw him a bone because I don't know. Maybe he already told Charlie Strong, this is your position, is yours, and we're going to announce it by, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm throwing him a bone because I don't know. But my thing is by this week, by the end of this week, by Friday, somebody should be announced because you got Charlie Strong in your building. So I don't know if he had that conversation with Strong and said, it's yours and we're going to announce it Friday. But if by Friday come and Strong ain't announced or Pruitt ain't announced or he's still searching, man, that's really bad when you got Charlie Strong in the building as a DC.
So I
That's
guess
really
that was my question, man. But bro, I appreciate you, man, for calling. I got more callers that have popped on in. That's why we went over a
Anytime,
little
man. Have
bit.
a good night, bro.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you.
All right, peace.
Yes, sir. All right, we got our next caller calling in right now, 0040 on the line. Caller, talk to us. Give us your name, where you're calling from.
Hey, Coach, this is Al. I'm calling from Palaka, Florida.
Palaka, all right. Talk to us.
I'm not going to take up Palaka, Florida. It's south of Jacksonville.
Yeah, I know exactly where it is. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just have one question. Charlie Strong is 62. What if he don't want the job? Maybe that might be the reason they haven't announced. Have we thought about that? Maybe he don't want to be a defensive coordinator anymore.
I actually thought about that. As I was saying that, I was thinking about that. But here's what I think: you have to do some damage control. It's okay to say that. It's okay. Put a tweet out. Miami fan base, I know you want whatever. I'm not interested. I'm not interested in the coordinator position. I find that highly unlikely. He's 62. That is not old. That is not old. We feel like that's old, unless you got some overwhelming health circumstances. But I don't think that's old in that sense. You're doing the same thing you're doing as a coach. You still recruiting. You still up and down traveling. You still this, that, still that. You just calling plays on Saturday.
It might not be age-wise, it might not be old, but coaching-wise, Charlie Strong has been in it for a long time. Maybe that might be a reason. It's just a thought, Coach.
No, you're 100% right. And what you're saying makes sense. I look at it this way, right? It's kind of like, the guys in the league, right? You don't really want to get in the league and just be there. If you're going to be there, you want to contribute. And I still think he's got some muster in him to do that. Now, it's a difference between coaching and not coaching. Now, that's a difference. But if you're going to coach and be up in there at 6 o'clock every morning, if I'm going to be there, my name is going to be attached to this. Like I say, I'd rather crash and burn under my name. You understand what I'm saying? Instead of being under somebody else's name, if that makes sense. Nick C. I'm sorry, Nick C. No, you fine, man. And it is a good thought. It's a great point. I don't know, man. I just put it out there like this. We got dudes that still can be running for president at 80, and they got way more stress. They got way more stress.
That's the problem.
Do the defensive coordinator.
That's the problem.
We got Supreme Court justices out here at 92. Got cataracts trying to read the bruh. All I'm saying is you could be a DC dog. I appreciate you, bro. Let me get the next callers in, man. Thank you so much, man.
All right, Coach.
All right, brother. All right, let's go and get the next callers in. Let me see who we got here on the line. We got a 5718 on the line. Oh, yep, I got him. All right, caller, talk to us. Give us your name, where you calling from.
Hey, Coach. My name is Terrell. I'm calling from Miami.
All right, Terrell, talk to us.
I was just calling to say I appreciate your show. And also too, when it comes to Kevin Steele, I don't believe Mario Cristobal necessarily wanted him gone, or because remember we had injuries amongst the defensive linemen.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Kevin Steele's decision made more sense for him to leave. I feel like he wanted to leave because if he stays and comes back and the defense doesn't play well, like the season that just went by, I think that Alabama or for any other Power 5 offer, I think, isn't really on the table necessarily. Because the confidence in him and his stock is going to go down. So I feel like Kevin Steele going to Alabama is more sure.
Mm-hmm.
There's less pressure for him. And more than likely, things are going to work out there So I feel like the Miami job, it's hard. The Miami job is a hard job right now. Coaches are scared to come and coach at Miami because, hey, look at it. It's a mess, right? Even recruits are scared to come because look at the offensive coordinator position. Look at the wide receiver position. It hasn't been good. So, that's how it is right now.
Well, I totally understand. You got some very valid points in there, man. And a lot of times from a chat perspective and from a fan's perspective, we're on the outside looking in, right? Our love for our school is so big. We want it to be done right. And so there's a lot of information that we don't receive fast enough or early enough. And so, yeah, a lot of this is speculation. All of this is speculation, but we do know how things kind of operate. But brother, I thank you so much. Man. I'm gonna take this other caller. I'm probably gonna wrap this deal up in a little bit. But yeah, caller, talk. But we'll definitely make it happen, man. I'm so used to the program, but we'll definitely make it happen. But I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for your comment.
All right, you too.
Thanks, man. All right, real quick, Shad 1419 for the 499. Sources are reporting Mr. Darnell from Lean on Me is emerging as a top candidate. Shad. Slap his face, man, with that foolishness, man. Get off my chat with that foolishness, man. Let me go ahead and take the next caller in here, man. We'll definitely make it happen. And we'll see what's going on here. All right, next caller, 5408. All right, caller, talk to us. Give us your name, where you calling from.
My name's Duke, and I'm calling from Miami.
Duke calling from Miami. I know this voice now. Duke, what's up, baby?
What up, go?
Oh, good, man. How you feeling, man?
I'm good. I can't complain. You?
I'm good, man. They're here talking about these beloved Canes, man. What we gonna do, man? Y'all clap it up for Duke Johnson on the phone line. Let's go, baby. Clap it up for Duke. All right, Duke. So talk to us, man. We got you on the line. I can't put no time on you, man. Y'all cut that out. Them days done. But I need to find out, man. Duke, talk to you. You called in, so you got something to say. What's up, baby?
Nah, I ain't got much to say about the hires or whatever that may be. I was really calling to say what's up to you. The only thing I will say about the hires, I hope DVD can finally get himself. Being one of my guys.
Yeah.
I hope he can find his way. But I was really calling to say what's up with you. We've been me and my brothers and everybody been listening for the last. I mean, since you started, we've been here just listening.
Wow,
so
appreciate
kind of
it.
Give you a call.
Yeah, man. Well, Duke, I'm good, man. Like I said, we've been having fun. We just talking our Cane stuff, man. And I've been on that side of the coaching. I get everybody to understand. It's like the parents in the stand. You suck, coach, but they don't realize all the other stuff that goes on. But yeah, I'm not here to put you on the spot. But my thing is how I look at this stuff, bro. I think people want the Canes to be so good, so bad. You know what I mean? Like we just wishing for anything. And I think some of the process got to change just a little bit. You know what I mean? Like we got to get guys. Okay, this being in the league, dog. You see a coach come, just like players. You went to the locker room, homeboy was next to you. The next day his locker cleaned out. The next day there's another dude in that locker.
Yep.
And so I say with coaches, it's the same way, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, you start making moves and you got a Rolodex of people. You know what I mean? And that's in all business. Do you agree with that?
Yeah. I think someone spoke about the continuity earlier of the coaches in itself. But I think that goes the same way with the players. Players being able to bond with each other as well as a coach. So like you said, when coaches are in and out, it's kind of tough to kind of get an identity, get kind of what the coach wants, because it's always someone telling you something different each year. Yeah, but I'm with y'all. I'm hoping we get someone in, right? Hoping we get someone in and that person kind of pushes us in the right direction, again, step by step. Because it's not going to happen overnight. And that's like, as a coach, it's not one day you're not just going to wake up and everything fixed.
Right.
But again, just taking all the right steps and all the necessary steps that we have to get better. But like you said, we can't keep doing coaches and we can't keep having a Rolodex on if we plan on getting better or being that team that we want anytime soon.
Let me ask you this: from being a player going into college, this time of year, what's happening right now for high school, for college players in February? What is the regiment right now going on?
Man,
Like, you know what I mean? Like, you come in February. I know y'all working out. Are y'all talking to coaches about plays, maybe one-on-one? I know y'all can't be on the field with coaches, so you do a lot of individual work. But when you're in the building, are you guys reviewing last year's film? Are you looking at mistakes? How are we going to correct it? What's happening in this time of year for college players?
So honestly, for me, it's been so long that I really can't tell you exactly what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, if they came on the field, my guess would be just being interactive with coaches and going through film and going through plays. And but like you said, if there's no coach, it's hard to go through plays because you don't know what you're running. But really just going through the basics and going through simple football is primarily though is working out.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of working out, a lot of strength and conditioning, a lot of getting ready physically for the season.
Mm-hmm.
I think once you get a coach in and you figure out who that may be, it's a matter of everyone get on the same page then. I also think we have a lot of fans that see greats, these great football players that believe that they'll make great coaches, and that's not always the case. Like,
True.
Just because you're a great football player don't mean you're a great coach,
Mm-hmm.
and just because you're a great coach don't mean you could be a great player.
Correct.
It's a lot that goes into that. So as much as we all would love to see our greats come back and coach and be a part of it, it's not realistic because everyone don't have that and everyone can't do it, or everyone don't want to do it.
True story.
So it's one of those where it's like, we have a guy like DVD that's in the building that played football, that is a great player when he was with us and had a good career in the league. That's in the building that we can promote. So I think we should start focusing on guys like that that's already a part of the program and that's already there to kind of build up and be a bigger part of this team.
Yeah, and like you say, when you find guys who love it, like you say, a DVD who wants to be there, you see his recruiting, what he's capable of. I mean, we talking about the hair off the chin that barely just missed out on one of the top cornerbacks. I mean, I give him all the credit for what he did. And that's not the only recruit, right? He's responsible for several. The players love him. The community loves him. The people love him. The parents love him. So why not reward him? And what's going to end up happening, and here's where I think I have a problem with that, is you go places where you're appreciated and not tolerated. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you go places where people see. I'll give you a story that this was before your time with us at Norland, but when I came into Norland, my first year, I was just a linebacker coach, right? Coach Dunn gave me a chance. But he saw the work ethic. He saw I wanted to learn. Everywhere he went, I went. Coach, you going to this meeting? Coach, I can go to this meeting. And what did he do? He rewarded me with that by then making me the defensive coordinator. You know what I mean? We talking about a defensive coordinator. I'm 4 years old, winning state championship. Like that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to appreciate people that's giving you stuff, because if not, they'll go elsewhere. And that's what I keep saying. DVD's not an outsider. He's literally an insider.
Mm-hmm.
He's
a guy. Like you said, he's a guy that came up these same stairs in the same building, the same green tree that a lot of these guys he recruiting is planning on doing.
Right.
What other coach would you rather have, teaching the guys and having the guys in than a guy that's done it in the same chair, the same field, the same neighborhood, the same community? Like he's the guy. So yeah, I'm with you.
And I don't know why it takes so, like, I guess I could question, and I hate doing this, but if I look at it, if I know I'm bringing in a Jason Taylor, right, as an analyst or whatever, I'm going to now, instead of putting 3 guys on the defensive line, especially in a 40 front, I don't need 3 guys. I don't need an inside, outside, and another dude. Plus, I got GAs and all the other stuff. Versus having a Jamil Adai, who's listed as the secondary coach, and he's back there with 4 guys, that do totally different jobs. You know this. You play DB, corner, way different than safety. You understand? Even though it's a DB, shout out to Duke right here for being the MVP defense for your boy as a ninth grader, because I ain't played them games. Damn that running back jump, Coach Dunn. Can I have him at DB, please? Hey, and I did the same thing with Winky. Believe it or not, we went to Jackson with Quentin Flowers. And did the same thing with Xavier Rhodes. Hey, Zay, I need you to come play safety, dog. Yeah, you can play that receiver, but guess what? I need listen, I'm gonna go get the best players, dog. I ain't playing them games. But anyway, I said all that to say that now that'd have been a great job for TVD to give you help on the back end. You got to have a corners coach and a safeties coach because football is played so different. We're not playing one high safety anymore. You playing quarters coverage, mixed coverages, all these different things. It's not like back in the day, like you say, cover 3, and you only got the one high Sean Taylor back there and the old school rover or the strong safety. And you know what I mean? These guys, you got to know how to specialize in 5 wide, 4 wide, 3x1, nub, short to the boundary, all of these different things. So I say all that to say that would have been a perfect opportunity for TVD to get on the field earlier. But shout out to him for staying, right? Weather the storm.
The thing we learned being in football and playing at every level is not about, for us, for a lot of us, it's not about our timing. Like if you believe in a higher power, everything happens for a reason. Everything is going to happen when it's supposed to happen.
True.
So DVD paid his dues and he's working and he's doing everything he can to get on the field. Whenever that day comes, it's going to be worth it. And it's all going to be worth it, which I'm hoping that, Coach Cristobal does, elevate him to allow him on the field. But if that doesn't happen, I still believe whatever happens with DVD, he's going to be fine.
Yeah,
he's going to be good because he's laid the groundwork. He's done what he had to do. He works hard. And like you said, everyone loves him as a person, right? That's one of the biggest things when you're dealing with kids and you're dealing with, guys straight out of high school is you want some good character guys around them. And I think DVD is one of the best people I know. So fingers crossed, hope all well goes for him at Miami. If it doesn't, I think he'll be fine regardless.
Yeah, man. Real quick, when you was at Miami, I asked this for J Love. That's my man, J Love T. So you at Miami, you played with Coley, right?
Yes.
Okay. So of course you didn't play under Coley in high school though, because he was gone at that time. But again, that's a close relationship, man. What's your thoughts with everybody wants James Coley to come back? That's my man's $50,000, right? I want him to come back too. What's your thoughts?
Same. I think if there's an opportunity for him to come back, I think I will walk in with open arms. I love him. That's one of my guys. Like to this day, that's still one of my guys. Just from being at UM together with him. Another good person, right? Good people. And I know it was crazy to say. I know a lot of fans don't care about good people. They want wins. They want everything that equal to win.
Right.
And I'm big on people. I'm big on being able to have a relationship with your players and with your guys to where they will run through a wall for you.
Right.
Right. Because you can scheme anything as much as you want. But if I don't like you as a coach, I'm not going to, you're not going to play extra hard for him. You're not going to go, right? You're not going to go
the extra mile. Yeah.
The extra mile for him. But I think coach is one of them that you would. I think players would definitely play hard for him. If that's one of the guys that we do bring back, that would definitely be a guy that will bring a lot more guys back around the program. Just being that they know his character and kind of know who he is and what he represents.
Right. So I'll say this too, and you can maybe speak to this or not, but I remember Coley has a good spirit, right? In the sense of he understands kids, he understands how to navigate people, he understands different situations, cultures, and all that stuff. Cool. But real quick, for people who don't know, we're talking to Duke Johnson, Miami Hurricane great people. Who's this on the phone? So let people know. I have it down on the bottom of the thing too. They got a little baby. I don't know if you can see the screen. They got a little baby with a hurricane tattoo taking a crap in the Florida helmet. I'm loving it. But anyway, I remember Coley We were talking about building, coach. We had a thing called a breakfast club. I don't know, you were there, you remember. We had a thing called a breakfast club, and Coley had a Volkswagen Jetta at the time. In the breakfast club, the kids would have to push the car around the practice field, right? And he in this, I don't know if it was purple or like navy blue or something. And the kids be pushing it, man. And I think he had his foot slightly on the brake. I'll be very honest with you.
He was in the car?
Yeah, he was in the car driving it, but they were pushing the car. He was, it was in neutral, and he just driving the car, and he blasting music. But I think he had like the emergency brake on just a little bit or something like that. But I'm talking about even through punishment, people still respected it. I remember us calling games, and I remember us going through and calling football games, and me doing defense and him doing offense, and just the chemistry. We would be in the office, man, y'all be gone. We'd be in the office till 1 o'clock in the morning, drawing up plays. It was called Last Man with the Pen Wins. We'd be on the board. He'll draw a play. I draw the defense. I draw the defense. He draw the play. Just challenging ourselves at all times. And so, like I said, I wish he would. I don't know if he will. Times change, man. We're talking about 20-something years and experiences and knowledge and all of that good stuff. But what's your experience? What is one of the, I guess, things of advice or maybe something that he gave you that you can say, man, I could take this with me? I know, even though he's your man, but what could you say, man? This dude real. I know he a real cat just by what he said on this.
I think what year was it? I don't actually recall the exact year. Long story short, the biggest thing that I can take from him again is never football. It's never football related. It's about life, and the kind of conversation we had was during a tough time for me. Just when I was dealing with college, dealing with life, dealing with family, I just know that was a guy I can go and lean on, right? As a college coach, like as a coach that his job is to produce wins, not, I won't say not care about his players, but his job was to produce wins. So the biggest thing or the biggest lesson that I've got from here is, regardless of who's going through what, his door was always open. He's someone that you can always talk to. You can always lean on. You can always, talk to. And it was regardless of what was going on. It was regardless of, what he was doing. He would like literally drop whatever it was he was doing to hear you out, to talk to you, to be there. So that's why he's very close to my heart, because he cares a lot about his players as people and not just a number or an X or an O. It's more than that.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Like I said, and most winning coaches are like that, right? Because guess what? That's those kind of conversations gets a Duke Johnson to run a little bit harder subconsciously, not even knowing that I'm running hard for Coach Coley, but I'm running harder because of the kind of person he was. He took time to not talk about X's and O's, but to talk about life. And those those are the character building things and the relationship and rapport building things, man. So no, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you calling in. Like I say, man, we got a couple of people on here, but I got to give you a shot, man. Where are you at now? What you got going on?
No, I'm back home. I'm back home now in training.
So last time we talked, I heard you say you wanted to be a head coach though, at New Orleans. Am I right? Did I remember that right?
I want to be a coach. I want to be a coach in general though. But like I think Dion mentioned it. For me, it's about helping and shaping kids to understand not only the game of football, but like life, right? So that's why I kind of wanted to go to New Orleans, my high school, to be able to affect kids at the earliest stage. But I've also had, aspirations just to help at any level I can. So for me, it's just a matter of going through the process, figuring out exactly what I want to do, how I want to do it. Because I feel like I gave so much of my life and my time to football, playing away from my family. That's something I'm kind of battling with. Do I want to do the same with coaching after the fact?
Well,
it's taking more time with my family. So it's just a dilemma, but definitely Definitely, that's something I want to do. That's something I will do. It's just a matter of when and at what level.
Yeah, I tell you this, dude. If you're gonna be serious, which I know that's the kind of guy you are, family gonna have to understand. I don't care if you did it at high school, if you do it in college, if you do it in the pros. It's one of them jobs that is unforgiving. It is a job that, I don't know relationship situation, but whoever the young lady is in your life, she got to truly understand. The kids got to understand. It is not for the faint of heart. This may be, and I know a lot of people got on Tom Brady about his comment about the military, talking about going off. That's not what he was trying to say. But I do have to say it's like being deployed in the sense of you are away from your family, even though you're right in the same city. We talking 17, 18, 19 hours a day. Then the recruiting. Now you're on a plane going to go get kids and playing games. And oh my God, bro. So yeah, I definitely can tell you, man. Coach Hayes has sacrificed many relationships. I sacrificed a lot of stuff, bro. Hey, listen, somebody broke up with me one time after a football game. So I can't take it no more.
So what's crazy is I'm pretty sure my family will support me in whatever I decide to do, right?
Sure.
But that's just the selflessness in them, right? To be like, I'm going to support you. I'm going to do whatever you want to do. But I don't think it's fair, right? I don't spent already 10 years, 12 years, all football. So that's a conversation and a thing we'll have later. But one of the coaches that I reached out to that I talked about coaching with maybe a couple of years ago was when I was the Coach Scott. He played tight end coach when I was at UM.
Larry
and
Scott.
Now he's the head coach he's the head coach at Howard now.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I spoke to him about it, and he just talked to me about it. Was just mentioning how he's trying to make his team family oriented. So have his wife around, have his kids around, because like you said, you spend so much time out the building that you hardly see your family, you hardly there. So he was saying how he tries to make it open for everyone just to be around so he can see his kids, so he can see his family, so he can, he can be there. But my true goal is to be able to become a head coach at one point and change this stigma that we have to be at the facility or be at the office 18, 19 hours of the day.
Yeah.
When I don't believe that's the case. We went through a COVID year, maybe a couple of years ago, and we was never in the building. We was never there because you couldn't.
Yeah,
So,
the problem is, Duke, and I see it all the time. Like there are some coaches who don't like family around. They don't want your little kids around there. It's about business. They look at them as a distraction. And then there's some coaches that it's almost like Lionel Player, like Toys R Us up in there. They got little play kid, the young ladies that's there working, the student assistants, they got coloring books and everything else. But I'm gonna tell you what's hard though. Here's the hard part. If you, and I'm just using him as an example, but let's just say take Mario makes $8 million a year. And he leaves the office every day at 4:00. He works 9 to 5. And then we're not winning. How do you justify that? Like that's where the dilemma comes in. Can it be done? Yes, it definitely can be done. Especially in the NFL. I know that NFL kind of has that kind of schedule, but there's a lot of things that are eliminated, like recruiting and checking grades and making sure you go into class and this, that, and the third. Versus like these dudes had to have whole recruiting meeting. Then on the weekend, you got the host recruit. It's so much, but we definitely could chop it up about that. I don't want to go through all that, but I encourage you, man. If your heart is into it, man, do it. I know you definitely will be great at it because you have the heart for it. You have the heart for the young men, and definitely can lead them and show them the way, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. We definitely chop it up and talk about it.
Yeah, man. You still going though, right? You still got some more in you?
Oh, for sure. I'm going to all 32 teams. I'm like, yeah, no, we okay. I'm going to I can't go no more.
I heard that, man. Keep going. So you still at the Bucks, right? At the Buffalo Bills?
No, I had a 1-year deal, so I'm a free agent now. So now
okay.
We're back to the drawing board.
There it is, man. Well, Duke, man, I wish you the best, baby. You know that. I don't know if you got my personal number, but we'll definitely chop it up. I see your number here. I'll hit you up and tweet you, man. Or you always get it from Coach Brooks, too. or whatever the case may be, man. You still in contact with them,
Nah, I
right?
said you got my number. Just go ahead and reach out to me. Just send me a text or something.
Okay, I'll do that right now. I'll do it after we get on the deal. I matter if I do it and I'll sit up on the board. All right, man. Well, I appreciate it, man. Let me go to get a couple and get off of this deal, man. But I appreciate y'all watching, man. Tell everybody I said what's up.
Yes, appreciate you.
All right, I guess he hung up. Doggone it, I get it. Well, let me get these next callers in here. I'm about to get up off this deal in a minute. Y'all ain't gonna have me on here all day. Caller, talk to us. I'm definitely gonna stick to these 2 minutes. I know that right now. But big shout out to Miami Flow and them boys who canceled their show, because I usually use them as a way to get off the show. So, caller, talk to us. Give us your name. Where you calling from?
What's good? I'm Coach Spoon from Boynton Beach, Florida.
Spoon, what's up with you, man?
What's happening, man?
Nah,
Listen,
good.
I'm
Man, I
gonna tell you
appreciate
about
y'all
it.
being patient, man. I appreciate y'all being patient on that last call.
Oh yeah, that's due. You gotta respect that.
Sure enough.
But this research ain't really that hard, bro. I think what they trying to do is get somebody that's gonna stay there at the university. And really, I don't care if a dude stay at the university. What I want him to do is feel like he locked in a cage and he want to coach so bad that he want to get out and get him a head coaching job.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if we really looking at somebody, we want somebody who want to prove something. You know, like somebody like a Scott Frost to me at work, because he wants to prove that he can get back and be where he's supposed to be. That dude was dynamic at UCF. He didn't all of a sudden fall off. He didn't have the tools over there at Nebraska. He couldn't recruit out in Nebraska. You know what I mean? Back here at the crib, it's totally different. He can recruit what he needs. And on top of that, he runs the ball. That's a misconception. But if you look at all the running plays he had and the people that he had, he had some guys that looked dynamic, and they may not have been dynamic, but they were solid. At University of Miami, where you can really go get the top guys, man, I don't need those guys that's going to be there 15 years, 10 years playing at the OC position. Let somebody come in there and work for them 3 years and get on. You know what I'm saying? And let's get the next guy, because that's what Nick Saban do. Them boys get in and they get out, and they go somewhere else, and they're successful. But they're coaching hard enough where they want to be successful. So that, as simple as that to me.
Oh, I mean, and it makes sense, right? Like somebody brought up, oh, well, the Nick Saban hires and this, that, and the other. Well, Nick Saban, typically, most people don't know who the defense coordinators are. This is the first time he's kind of gone beyond a former head NFL coach or a former head coach in college as an offensive coordinator. So this is the first time.
He's got a
Go ahead.
He got a system. He always has a system.
Right. So, but I'm
So
saying,
you know
but I was saying, but normally his MO is former head coach that's an offensive mind, be my offensive coordinator, and I'll get a defensive coach that I kind of tutor and mentor a little bit and get it going. This time you kind of see a little flip. Maybe he's got an older guy in Kevin Steele now, and then a younger guy, Tommy Reese, I believe, who he picked up. But yeah, man, that's interesting, man. But let me roll this thing on. Coach about to get, we almost a 3-hour mark, man, already, bro.
You did your thing, though. Appreciate it. You're always solid, bro.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate that, man.
All right, 100. Well.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you. All right, man. That was cool, man. That was a good call right there. Really appreciate that. Coach about to get off here. I said I was going to do an hour and a half. I always lie to myself, but I never lie to you. All right. Big shout out. Look at my son. I keep looking at it, man. I like my little logo. I don't have to put the logo over here no more. Now y'all can see the whole Hampton flag. Come on, I got to get poor little Timmy back up here somewhere. So we're going to make that happen. But let me take this next caller right here, and we'll see if we can make this deal happen. Give him 2 minutes, and Coach getting up off this thing. 11:44, you're on the line. Talk to us. Give us your name, where you calling from.
What up, Coach? This is Mo in Miami.
Mo, what's up with you, man?
What's happening, man? I mean, everything has changed now, man. The NIL has changed everything. And so a lot of these guys and these coaches, I've been looking at you in my entire life. And system has changed to a point where, an earlier call where the guy said, you got steel rail, man, you better grab that up. Because, you got other places where the sky could go. Take advantage of what you got. But, with this NIL thing, a lot of these guys are feeling their way around. A lot of stuff is jumping around. It's just like you talk about, these coins. It's new to people.
You know, and people are a little intimidated by it, you know, but change comes. And so, you know, it's a difficult thing for what's his name at UM, not a head coach. Because now there's a whole lot of moving parts going around. Things are not traditionally the way they used to be, you know. And so, but you know, I did want to tell you, like the last time we were talking about these brothers that are going to these black colleges. I want to give a shout out to Tennessee State and Eddie George. You know, the way they manage that. You know, they're managing the situation and all for the better, man. No hoopla, no problems, no nothing. They're making it happen. So I just wanted to give a shout out to Tennessee State and the way they're managing that situation. But yeah, man, I think you are going to win 10 games this year, though. I don't know now with these changes, but I'm pulling for them.
Say that again?
You remember earlier you talked about how many games UM going to win this year?
Uh-huh.
You know, I think UM going to pull out 10 games.
Okay. I like it. I like it.
I'm pulling for him, man.
I'm pulling for him, too. I'm pulling so hard, I done threw my back out. Yeah, y'all don't understand, boy. Coach done threw his whole back out around here, man. But I'm just I don't know, brother. It's a lot of uncertainty, and this right here is a true testament of faith. This right here is one of those things where you have to truly and honestly believe in Coach Cristobal and his methodology and his methods and his procedures. Because I'm looking at this right now. This is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at this is equivalent to watching a painter paint and you can't see the vision until he's done. You ever seen them things where they paint the picture upside down? You like, what is that? And then they turn the picture right side up and he's like, that's what it was.
Yeah.
That's what I'm praying to God we're looking at. I'm praying to God that we are looking at someone painting a painting upside down. And we like, what is this? And when he's finished, he turns it around and you like, oh, I get it now.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping that we're seeing right now.
Yeah. That's what's up.
Yeah. That's what I'm hoping, because I'm telling you right now, it's hard to see the vision due to not through the recruiting. Don't get that misunderstood. Recruiting is killing it. But that is a portion. That's a piece of it, a small component of the overall picture.
Right.
So I hope to God, man, I'm looking at this picture upside down like this, like trying to see what's going on up under there, and it makes sense later.
True that. This the new telephone system you got, Coach?
Yeah, man. So I just worked on it, man. Big shout out to Offscript, man. Y'all go check out Offscript, man. I meant to do that earlier. He hooked me up, man. I had the other little line. It was, you had to keep calling. Now you can call in. You can now. Let me ask you this: could you hear me talking and the guest talking the whole time?
Yes.
Yeah. So you don't have to keep calling back and forth, right?
Right. Much better, man.
I appreciate it. Like I told you, everything that y'all do.
Look at Coach moving up, bro.
Hey, man, everything y'all do when it comes to the super chats and stuff, I try and reinvest it to make the experience better, man. You see, we got airplane sound. Guess what? If somebody was behind you would have kept talking, I would have hit you with the. You ain't land the plane fast enough, my man.
Right. You know what you need, Coach?
Talk to me.
I've been checking it out. You need that wood crack.
What's a wood crack?
When you do your when you do your surveys of the players, you know what you call it?
Some of the WRE.
When you're evaluating the players. Yeah. One of the players have like a crushing hit or something like that. Back in the day when I played for the boys club, he brought that wood.
Oh, yeah. I got you. Yeah.
You need that sound effect so that when players, when somebody get racked up, you hear that cracking sound.
Well, that's me when I be like, skate.
Yeah.
There you go. Big shout out to Coach Jism in the building. Coach Jack, man. That was my man right there. Coach Jack. Yeah, man. Coach Jack, man. That's my man right there. But, I appreciate it.
Right, Coach. I don't want to take up too much more of your time. I know you're trying to get out. You've been on quite a few hours, but you got my number.
Well, this system new right here, so this is all new. So I got So hold on.
I'm gonna be meeting with some people on the 18th.
on that crypto. But you got my number, man, if you want to talk about it. I want to put all my information out in the public, but if you want to holler at me about it, just hit me back.
Well, I'm gonna have to find. Do me a favor. You got Twitter and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. DM me on Twitter because I'm just learning this system. I don't know once this number go away, does it go away for good? So I'm just learning all this stuff right here on this new system I got. So DM me on Twitter, man. We're definitely, because if you can explain it to me, my man Street will be trying to explain it, but I have no clue. I suck at it.
I hear you.
All right, thanks, man.
I can do that.
I appreciate it.
Man. Good talking to you, Coach.
You too, brother.
All right. Peace.
Bye. Coach Hayes, do you still want to coach? I've seen you ask this question before and I miss it. I'm glad I had a chance to see it. I wouldn't mind coaching, but I had to be very honest with you. That cash got to be right. Coach can't do it no more for free. I'm sorry. I can't do it no more for the little $3,000 stipend that they give us in high school. I can't do it. They got to come. Coach got to get it, man. It's got to be the right situation. Anyway, so I appreciate it. You've asked me that before. I've seen it a couple of times, but I always miss it. I always I'm gonna go back to it, but I'm on the phone or whatnot. But I'm getting ready to cut these phone lines off. I'm about to hold on. I don't know how to exit out this thing, man. Will anybody else call back? Nobody else calling. Do you want to leave the meeting? Yes. All right. Hold on. I'm clicking all type of buttons. I think I left it. Real quick, I appreciate this as well. Let me go in and pop this up here. And if you do donate on Cash App, I know some of you guys have your name, so I'm gonna do it really quick. I'm gonna find a way to blur something out. Coach learning. I'm learning every day. But I'm gonna put up here quick to show you love. Appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for the $20 on Cash App. We'll put it up there real quick so people don't check it out. But thank you. Tony Brown, 66 Canes, man. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the $20. Also, Ham 305 for the $9.99. He says, did your boy Mario hit you back? I know his A ain't sleep. Nah, he ain't hit me back, dog. I ain't get no call, man. I was trying, but I ain't get a call, man. So anyway, we'll see what the deal is with that, but we'll make it happen. But I'm gonna find a way to do that little blur out thing on when it comes to Cash App, so you don't have to put that name out there. I just put the comment up. But Coach trying his best to make it happen, make it nice. Thank you for over 400 people consistently being in the chat tonight. It was been great. We got a couple of new systems going out, new phone number. Now I can see the amount of people in here. We can get the people. Thank you for everybody respecting the plane. I didn't hit nobody with the. You ain't had to crash that deal, and I had to slap nobody today. I think I had to slap Shad a couple times. He was getting out of line. But other than that, man, I really appreciate everybody that came out and hang out with us. Unfortunately, my man didn't have a show. I think Miami Flow gonna have his show, I think, next week. Also, next week, we may go earlier in the day because it is the Super Bowl. Maybe doing something around 12 or so. So guess what? If you want to find out, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button so you are aware of all the stuff. And we're on the road to 35,000 subscribers. So make sure you go ahead and hit that button before April 4th. Make sure you hit that button. Let's reach that goal. You guys helped me reach the 30,000 before February 1st, and we reached it and surpassed it. So thank you guys so much. Let me see if I missed anybody else before I get up out of here. Well, Hoodie Girl, Melissa, she says, I'm going to try not to be at work next time, so I call in. Well, 6:30. We do 6:30 every Sunday. So that lets you know 6:30 every Sunday. And as well as you can catch me on the Coach Me Coach podcast as well. With all that being said, I appreciate everybody. Thank you, everybody, for coming out, hanging out with us, and we're going to make your experience a lot better. With all that being said, Coach Hayes will catch you at the 50-yard line. As always, go Canes. Peace.